right? Probably it will be good to hear from some of you how things has been so far, you know, and how have you been experiencing this whole revolutionary way of trading, especially using these unique strategies, especially gamified strategies. So probably some of you, you know, if you would like to share something, your experiences and so on. I believe we have batch 1 and batch 2 here. So it will be really, really awesome, you know, to be able to hear from both of the batch, right? So any one of you actually can start. Just looking whether Andy is here. I'm not seeing Andy here. All right, if any one of you would like to share your experiences, you can actually, raise your hand, then I can unmute you. Yes, Ibe, please go ahead, Ibe.
All right, good morning from Nigeria, just 2 minutes to 12 p.m. Nigerian time.
Hi, good to have you.
Yes, nice to have you all on board. And I'll say I'm very glad to be part of JD100X team. And also, I'm also glad to be in the batch 1 of JD100X mentorship program. I've had lots of experience as we have been trading along. Right from when we are trained from batch 1, as we just started with Magix, I started trading, making profits immediately without, I went in with, I deposited like $3,000. I made profits of over $1,000 in addition to that $3,000. And as I was trading the process, some things happened, network and all that glitches. And one of my trades got liquidated in the process, you know. So that get me, that put some, I don't know, anxiety into me in order to get back what I've lost due to the liquidation. So because of that, I started to trade very vigorously, ignoring rules. So, and that made me run into lots of losses. So I got all my $3,000 liquidated from Magix. So I now went into when about 2 weeks later, I think about 2 weeks later, JD100X Dr. now introduced 5-bit to us. And when he introduced the 5-bit, I loved the 5-bit because of the anti-liquidation one, and also I also loved it because of the what do they call it? The ambush. The ambush. I love that ambush so much. So you can bring down your average price close to the market price. So that's a very fantastic. And since then, I've been making profits. Most of my trades, the least trades I've made, let's say in a day, if I make 10 trades, I get like 7 out of 10. That is the least. Most times I get 10 over 10 rating. Like 2 days ago, I made a profit of $1,600. The day before that, I made about $700 profit. And the profit has been consistent. Most of the losses I've had while trading using 5-bit, it is because I am scared of not losing, because I've already ambushed enough. And because of the ambush I've gotten, most of my capital is, I don't have anything to protect the trade. So I exit the trade before the market blesses me. And most times, about 2, 3, or 4 times, I've exited the trade and the trade went in my favor after I exited in loss. So that gave me some lesson. And that's why this current trade I'm having, JD100X, I sent a message on the group. Most of you must have seen it. It is good to be patient, just as JD100X has taught us. As we are trading, be patient, wait for the enemy to come in, then you take in the profits. So it's been awesome trading experience. And I believe this trading experience will make my capital, I will have 100x, if not more, of my capital before this year runs out. Thank you very much, JD.
All right.
I really
did you manage to close the trade today?
No, I've not closed that yet. Because so why I didn't close it was, I did not close it because I just barely made the fees. I made the fees just about 2% extra then the market started to reverse. I wanted to close this with that 2% extra, but I said, okay, let me just wait and see if I can get like 1 or 2 more percent before I know the market start to reverse again. So I'm waiting for it to come back and close the trade in profits.
Okay,
but
great.
while I'm waiting, while I'm waiting, I'm also taking advantage of buying up, because I see that most times the market goes up like 5% up and come down again, 5% up and come down. So I take advantage of buying up, so I get some more profits as it's going up and coming down before my price.
Okay, great. Thank you so much, Ibe. I think this is what to say, huge experience, right? I think these are real experiences, and if you ask me, right, it's good to go through these experiences. I remember when I started to build the strategy much earlier, I think about 4 years ago, when I started to do, before that we have another platform similar as 5bit. I think that platform is no longer there. And then now we have 5bit actually returned back, okay? Returned back. Before that, it didn't call 5bit, they actually called Bit7. But it is the same developer actually returned back. So at that point of time when I started, right, I remember I don't know about leverage trading, and I started to trade. In my mind, right, I thought that, wow, I'm going to just make a big buck here, all right, because it's like, wow, this is just awesome, right? And I remember I lost about 2 Bitcoin, all right, 2 Bitcoin. And at that time, I think Bitcoin was around, probably around what, 20,000 or so, all right? So that made my whole life devastated, completely devastated, because it's like my whole saving, you know, my whole Bitcoin in my wallet completely gone. But what happened after that was a miracle, because thereafter I began to determine to actually drill in and actually find out exactly how to get these things done. And not only that, I decided to build a strategy. All right, can you see that? So you can turn around a certain situation. Sometimes it can become a stepping stone into something that is really, really great. And today, right, today, I think I've already made probably more than 2 Bitcoin. Okay, we have already made probably a few $100,000s trading just from, you know, from this strategy alone. So that is how it works. Okay, but some people, right, some people, when they lose, they get so disappointed, discouraged, and they don't want to try again. All right, so that's where I believe that's where the problem is, because the moment you stop, you discourage, right? You are. That's why I always remind you to be the warrior. All right, become a warrior. You have to think like a warrior. It's not easy sometimes. Yes, you might get shot on your hand, but that doesn't mean you are dead yet, right? You can still rise up and go after the enemy and take control. Right, so this is important. I will share with you guys because we have a term, okay? We call this as a kamigaze. I'm not so sure whether you heard kamigaze. Kamigaze is actually a Japanese term, all right? A Japanese term. You can go and check it out in the Google, okay? Kamikaze, right? I think in the book that I'm writing, I will be explaining about that more. Sorry, guys, I don't know where is Andy. Andy is not here. Yeah. Okay, let me just make sure. All right. So so kamikaze, right? Kamikaze is actually basically it's a Japanese term, and many people, right, are always in this situation. What do I mean is this: when they lose, right? When they lose, they now go in and gamble. All right, they go in and gamble more. The more they gamble, all right, and not only they gamble, what they do, they increase the leverage because they think that they want to recover whatever they lost very, very fast, right? So they increase the leverage, and the more they increase, the more they lost. Now, thereafter, right, after they lost, what they do is that they try to buy up, they try to buy down. Every time they buy up, the market go against them. Every time they buy down, the market go against them. All right, and they are completely lost, especially in their soul. Okay, the soul is no longer emotionally, right? Their soul is no longer in order. All right, they are completely gone. So all the amount in the balance, everything become, at one point they think that I just better let it go everything and put it into zero, right? So this is what we call kamikaze, okay? Because this tends to happen, and it has happened even to me, right? When I started to trade, I go through that situation too. But then the more you when you realize, okay, that is not the right way to trade, all right, that is where you start to become more matured, and you start to take control of your emotion. All right. And let me tell you something, guys. Money is always there in the trading. All right. Money is always there. And let me also tell you one revelation. Money has never left the planet. All right. Money is always in this planet. But is the money in your pocket or not? That's the question. All right. The money is in the planet. It's actually interchanging from one hand to another hand, but the money is not in your pocket. That's all. So all that you need now is, because everything comes back to human, okay? It comes back to you, not the strategy, not the rules. At the end of it, it boils down to yourself, all right? So that's right. So now you can use these terms, okay? So if you see me using this term kamikaze in the Telegram, so please understand, all right? This is not what I want you guys to learn, okay? But then when you are new, right, this is what happened, because your thinking is profitability. We don't think profit, we think about winning. All right. So when you are in the war zone, you are thinking about winning. So when you want to win, the most important thing is to preserve your life. All right. Let me repeat that once again. Okay. In the war, the most important thing is to preserve your life. Because once you are dead, you are gone, right? So you have to preserve. That's why you have to find a hiding place. You have to find a proper place that covers you. You need to make sure you have enough armor, okay, ammunition, bullets, and all those things are important. So it's all comes back to yourself, okay? So if you yourself are defeated, even if you have the capital, even if you have the strategy, even if you have the skill, you are gone. Because you yourself is already gone. That's the reason I told you, right? If you are not ready emotionally, if you are not ready physically, if you are not ready mentally, don't trade. Don't take the risk. All right. And you go in there, you see there is no direction. Why are you taking the risk to trade? You should be walking away. Now, this is coming back to the problem of the human themselves. All right. Human themselves, because of greed, or because they don't want to miss the market. Come on, the market is always there. All right, money is always there, because you can trade either up, you can either trade up or down, right? So this is the raw battles, guys. This is the raw battle. So it's interesting to hear that. Just give me a minute. Let me see the rest of them that I can admit them over here. Okay, I'm not so sure whose friend is this. Is using an Arabian name, so I can't allow people in if I don't know, if they don't use their Telegram name. All right. Let me just put in the group. Okay, so we have okay, great, awesome. Okay, great. All right. I think we are doing good. I only have one person there, which is using an Arabian italic name. I don't know who is this person, so I'm not going to allow him in. So we will proceed then. Okay, great, guys. Yes, Dr. Chi, I think this is another exciting testimony. Okay, because come on, if you hear $3,000, I think we got more than we got more than that here. Okay, but this is quality, right? The quality of the traders, okay? Because at the end of it, quality traders accept the winning, they accept the losing part of it. That is the true winners, okay? But if you cannot accept lose and you want to always win, I think it doesn't happen, right? And I think if I tell you that you can win 100% out of 10 trades, I'll be lying. All right, so please understand that. So if you cannot accept losing, you are not really a winner. Okay, sometimes winner have to lose and then you go in again and you win and take everything back, you know. So that is how it works. Okay, Dr. Chi, please go ahead and share your experience. That would be awesome.
Okay. Yes. Hello, guys. JD, thanks once more for offering us this great opportunity. Good. To introduce myself, I'm in Germany, and I'm virtually in everything that JD owns. From Royal Q, I have a lot of money in there, about 50,000. I'm waiting for the market to rebound, and I'm into leverage. I did also its JD100X strategy, and I also belong to the first batch of the 100X leverage. At the beginning, we had Magix, and we had later on Fibit. Magix, I believe if you have a clear market direction, you can really make money very fast. That's the truth, but you can also lose money very fast. So I believe the new strategy JD introduced to us with the 10X really gives us a lot of security, with the possibility of really doing things the right way if things go against you. So many of us had to learn the hard way. But on Magix, I always had just a very little amount, about $100. So it was no problem. I would lose 50 and regain back 50, lose 75 and regain back, but it was too volatile for me. Fibit is really good. And most of my tradings, I had really, I would say maybe 95, 96% success rate. But there's this one trade that really went against me, despite all clear indications that the market was going to reverse. That is, I think that's 2 weekends ago. We were all sure the market reverse and go down. And so I kept on adding money. But it got to a time where I just had to stop, because I remember JD once said, sometimes it's wiser to stop and use your remaining capital to fight another day than to lose it in the battlefield. So I actually transferred money to my account and thought I should do one last anti-liquidation that would have been the seat. But I said, no, rather than adding money to a losing trade. I mean, he also always says that, yeah, it's true, we can do our ACL, we can do everything. But I believe if we realize at one time the market is really going against us, it could be wiser to stop and fight another day. Because each time you do this ACL, you also double the amount of money you are investing, which means if the market is really clearly against you, it could end up really being a great loss. And that's what I had this weekend, where I had to, I mean, how much Bitcoin did I lose? 0.17. At the time I calculated it, it was about $8,000. I believe it's a lot of money. But I didn't stop. I continued fighting and fighting and fighting. Well, I have to say, since then, I've been a little bit more precautious, because at the beginning, we used to put a trade up, put a trade down, use our martingale strategy to come back and take profits. But now I'm really trying to follow the rules, trying to be more careful, really trying to put only a trade in one direction where I'm really sure it will go in the direction. And so I'm glad to be here, and I'm positive, and I keep on trading from time to time when I am opportune. And I really look forward to this revision, because the more I hear, the more I learn. The most significant thing I learned lately was this money flow index. That has really helped me a lot. I mean, I really had 95% trade success, but sometimes I had the impression maybe I really also had a lot of luck in it, because when I now understand this money flow index, I really see there were some trades I got into that I shouldn't have done it. Things turned out the right way. So I really love JD to explain more about that, this divergence, and I think it will make things more secure for us. And so I can only encourage each of you, follow the rules, and I think we'll all make it. So thanks for accepting.
All right. Awesome, Dr. Chi. I think if you ask me, right, if you are a real trader, you must be real transparent with your own self. And I think that's the quality we have here, okay? Because most people, they only want to show the winning. They don't want to show the losing part of it, right? Sometimes it's good. Even if you look at my report, right, I show the whole list. I do have losses. And out of that, right, at the end of it, we look into the winning rate. But sometimes you have to be very careful, okay? This is where, right, kamikaze, right? Kamikaze problem is this. If you want to solve this kamikaze problem, it's very simple, all right? Very simple. Make sure, all right, you withdraw your profit every time you make the profit and never keep your profit in your balance. You see, if you start to keep your profit there, you will have a tendency to use it. All right, that's the reason why people keep losing more and more, because when the pressure comes, right, you want to put an ACL, you want to protect your trade, but then the market can go against you. Okay, so please understand that. So that's why I told you, right? Follow the rules. Okay, go back to JD100X rules. Follow the rules, the wallet management. Let's say today you only want to trade $1,000. You only trade $1,000. If you lose $1,000. That's all. All right. So if you have $1,000, you only want to trade, let's say 10% of that today, $100. Make sure you only put $100 into your trading account. That is it. All right. So don't keep adding on. Can you understand what I'm trying to say? Because yes, you can lose today $100, but how about 9 more days? You can put another $100 all the way. Probably you will recover everything back, right? So this requires a lot of discipline, guys. So it's not easy, but you can see, right? You can see this is what real trading is all about. Okay. So today we're going to do a quick revision. Okay, quick revision. I have actually trades going on too. I want to show you a trade that I've actually done purposely to show you a problem. All right, purposely to show you a problem. So I want you to identify the problem very, very shortly. Okay, so I want you to look into the trade and let me know, okay, what is the problem that you see with that trade, okay, so that we can all learn together, because this is where this is the time that you have to actually use this time, maximize and ask me, okay, whatever item that you are not clear and so on. All right, but please understand, guys, there is no something that is perfect here. Okay, when it comes to the real trading, we have the rules, we have the strategy. Things can change anytime because of the market situation. Okay, so that's the reason why I love to have a platform where I can have an anti-liquidation, because when although the direction is clear, there will be a manipulation taking place, because remember, there are whales, okay, institution holding it. And also I want you to understand there are bots, okay, there are bots trading against you. All right, so that's the reason why I told you, right, the witching hour. This witching hour, you thinking who is actually trading this witching hours? This witching hour, probably there's no one there trading, guys. These are like morning. All right, so no one else is trading. So who do you think is trading over there? All right, let me see who we have here. Sorry, I don't know who is Christian. Who is Christian? Sorry, who is this? Sorry, guys, I don't know where is Andy. Sorry, who is this? Christiana Budu. What is your Telegram name? Christiana Budu. Christiana Budu, can you hear me? I don't have the name here. All right, no worries then. I'll put back in the waiting room. I don't have a name. Okay, guys, let's proceed. Chris, are you there? Chris, are you there? Chris, are you there? Yeah. Okay. Let me make you the co-host. What can you please help me? Right. Whoever in the waiting room, go to the Telegram and search for their name. Okay. If their name is there, then you can add them. If they are not there, then don't add them. Okay. You are the co-host now, so I can then proceed with the class here. Okay. Thank you so much.
Okay.
All right. Just check their name in the Telegram. If they are not there, just don't bother them. All right. We don't want to let anyone else to come in. Okay, guys. Okay, let's just move on. Okay, so let's just do some revision here. Okay, as I mentioned to you, I have a trade. Let me just show you my trade there. Okay, great. Okay, can you guys see my slide? Sorry, my screen. Yeah, just give me a thumbs up or something like that. All right, yeah, you guys can see my screen, right? Okay, great, awesome. Let's move on then. Okay, sorry because of the time. Okay, great. So I have a trade here. Okay, you can see I have a trade here, right? Later we're going to go through this trade. I want you to identify a problem. There's a problem there in one of these trades that I've created. All right, I want you to help me identify that problem so that we can discuss together, because this will be a good revision for us. Okay, but before that, let me just quickly get back to the slide for a while. Okay. Okay, great. Awesome. Okay. Now, I want to get back first of all, okay, to this revision. I think one of the most important thing that I want to make sure every one of you is clear, because the problem is that there are people who didn't attend the mentorship workshop, which I conducted about 5 hours. And second thing is that we do have people who actually didn't attend and also didn't watch the video. All right, this is the problem. And then they suddenly come into the Telegram group. They don't know what is going on, and they are asking the same question. All right. So this is where the equalization is. Okay. So we need to have revision just to equalize everyone so that everyone is on the same page. Okay. So this is important. So now in this revision, right, quickly, I just want to run through with you the 5 rules. All right. The 5 rules of the Heiken Ashi. Okay. This is very important. And I want to show you candle formation and help you to understand how this candle is formed. Okay, but now please understand, okay, I'm preparing a material on candle diagnosis that will come later on. But today I just want to show you the formation of the candle a little bit, right? And please understand, we are now dealing with the Heiken Ashi candle. Okay, please take note of that. Now, most of you, okay, I believe, okay, I think I put these things up already in the Telegram group. So you should have this in your fingertips, okay? These are the 5 rules that must be in the back of your mind. And I don't want you to remember, you must understand. The problem with so many traders, they try to remember. You can't remember when you are trading, guys. So you have to understand this candle. Very, very important, all right? So we have 5 candles here, okay? 5 different rules here, okay? We have the green candles with no lower shadow, indicate a strong uptrend. All right, this is important. So the moment you see the candle, you must say, okay, this is a strong uptrend. Why? There is no shadow, or we call this as a tail. All right, this is important. Now, so if you look into the candle, right, there is no tail, there is only head. All right, there is only head. This is what we call the head. And at the bottom, there is the tail. There is no tail there. All right, then we have the next candle, which is a small body with upper and lower shadows, okay? Or you can say it's like a spiders, right? Or whatever it is. So these are basically indecisive candle, consolidation, and it actually always, right, refer as an indecisiveness. So we don't know where the market is moving. So every time you see this candle, right, you have to be very careful not to enter into the trade yet, because you have to wait for the next candle for the confirmation. All right. I hope you are catching. These are the key things, okay, or the key words that I'm actually sharing with you. So if you need to write it down, okay? And this is recorded. Later on, we will share this private video in the group also. Right, so that's the reason why. If you go back now, let's just quickly do a go back to the I want to bring you to the 6 hour. Okay, now if you go back to the 6 hour here, okay, now can every one of us now, okay, can every one of us help me out? Okay, use the chat room and let me know. Okay, the current 6 hour candle. All right, the current 6 hour candle. Now, first question I want to ask you is this: how long has this candle been forming? The last candle here. How long has this candle been forming? Anyone? Can you put in the chat room? Okay, let's have a revision. So you need to put in the chat room so that we can discuss. All right, can you see? I hope you can see my slide. Okay, sorry, the candle one I will show you shortly. All right, I want you guys to understand first. You see, when I want to trade, I don't go and look at the candles, guys. I look at the time first. All right, time first. Okay, now, so great. Okay, fantastic. How do you get this time? Very simple, right? You see here UTC -5, which is 6:29. Now, if you put your cursor, you can see at the bottom, this candle started at what time? 1 o'clock. So that means, right, this candle has been running for how many hours? 5 hours and 30 minutes. Okay, great. So what is the rules? The rule says that 30 to 60 minutes before a new candle is formed, or by the time this candle is going to end, you need to actually exit your trade. All right, that's the rule, right? That's the rule. So now, right, it's up to you guys. Okay, so if you are new and you are following only 6 hours, you have to follow the rules. But some of you may want to go on the shorter time frame, so you go on the 1 hour. Now on the 1 hour time frame, you can also see, right, it is now, if you put the cursor, it shows you 6 o'clock. So that simply means it is already been running for the past 30 minutes. Am I right? So you have another 30 minutes. So now this is the first thing. The first thing, guys, before you even enter into the trade. All right, so don't become so accustomed or to become so, so used to it that you just go into 6 hours and you look into it and you say, okay, it's red and I'm going to buy down. I think that is the mistake that most of us are doing. You shouldn't do that. Can you see how the green is changing to red? Green is changing to red because it's indecisive. The buyer and the sellers are actually, it's a tug of war between the buyer and the seller. No one can decide where the market is going to go next. Can you see that? So that is the first thing, right? So now I know by right, should I trade or should I not trade? Can I have the answer, please, from the chat room? Should I trade or should I not trade? Or should I actually wait? That's right. So that's right? So you better wait. Now, why should you go in? This is what we call NZT, right? No trade zone. Why should you go into the trade and suffer later? All right, you shouldn't. All right, you shouldn't suffer later. It will be rather just don't trade rather than risking your capital, guys. Please understand that. All right, please understand that. So I would rather just wait. So that simply means, right, probably for the next 30 minutes and also another hour, I would rather just wait and see what is the new candle and the formation of that new candle. All right, so that is the basic rule here. So anyone who don't, or anyone who is trading and making a blunder, go back to the rules. That's why I told you, right? Don't blame anybody. Go back to the rules. Oh, this is my mistake. I shouldn't have done this. All right, that is it. So the moment you realize it, you understand, oh, all right, you understand something new. All right, that's why you become better in your trading. Now, let me tell you something. To trade 6 hours is crazy, guys. I never teach you to stay 6 hours because this is a leverage trading. It's a high frequency trading. By right, you should go in about few minutes and come out, take the profit. That's all. But you need the direction. Okay, please understand that. So that is the first thing that we want to do. So now if you look into this candle, right? This candle is actually an indecisive candle. All right. So there is no direction of this candle. So let's get back to the slide. All right. Can you see the slide? Can you see the slide? Okay. Yes. So now wait. Okay. I'm going to teach you guys how to trade no trade zone. Do you want to learn how to trade the no trade zone? All right, so this is going to be exciting. So you can also trade no trade zone. All right, but it is risky, but I'm going to show you how you can do that. Okay, later on. Just hang on for a while. All right. So now the rule number 1 is that green candle with no lower shadow. Okay, please take note of that. So I want you to understand. Okay, I don't want you to try to remember things. Okay, if you try to remember, you will forget it all the time. Try to understand. Okay, look into the candle. Oh, there is no tail. This is a strong uptrend. Look into the candle. Oh, this is indecisive. All right. So this is indecisive. So you better don't go in. Wait for the next candle for confirmation. All right. So now the next here is that we have with no upper shadow. So the green candle is the lower shadow. So no lower shadow. The red candle or the black here is a no upper shadow. So let's simple. Okay, make it simple. No tails. Okay, that's all. All right, if there is a tail or no tail. If there's a tail, then you know that, okay, that candle may not be a strong downtrend because of the tail over there, right? All right, now, this is a long candle. Can you see? Candles with long lower shadows represent buying interest. Why? I will share with you a few things later on. Just stay with me, okay? Because I want to break down some of these candle rules and show you the formation of it. Because the problem now, you cannot see the formation of the candle. That's where the problem is. The reason why you don't see, because you come in halfway to trade. That's why the timing is so important. Okay, let's get back. See, if you are now, okay, if you are coming in now, you are not trading, right? You are waiting for the next candle. So if you are waiting for the next candle, you know when the candle starts, and you know exactly the candle starts green or the candle starts red. Whether it is a buyer dominated or seller dominated, you need to know that. But when you go in halfway, you don't know the candle actually started red or started green. All right. So that's why the problem is. So when you go in halfway and you don't know, and suddenly the market just turn around against you. All right, that's the reason why you need to understand the timing. So 6 hours when it starts. So you can see over here, right? 7 o'clock. All right, 7 o'clock UTC time. So then the next 6 hours is when? So you must put in your calendar or have this in your own time zone of your own country. So you know exactly when is the 6 hour formation or the 6 hour period. All right, so please understand that. So that is the most important, because we are looking at the horizon, or the environment of the 6 hour. Please understand that. So I want to know the 6 hour direction of the market. Okay, so please understand. Now let's get back. There are a few things I want to highlight to you later on, so I will show you. Now, I told you just now, right, about the tail. All right, the tail. Now, if you look into this candle, right, if you look into this candle, all right, if you look into this candle, okay, this candle, right, you can see it's already an indecisive candle. Now, if you go back all the way, can you see there is a green candle with a tail there? Now, this is a 6 hour candle. Now, when you see the tail, did I told you 3 to 6 candle, you will see the candle starts to weaken and we will see a reversal, right? Now, look at it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. You can see 6 candle. All right. 6 candle. So now it took 6 candle. Now 6 candle means 6 hours times 6, my friend. So that is about at least about 1.5 days. Am I right? That is about 1.5 days, my friend. So just because you see the tail on the 6-hour candle doesn't mean the next candle you will start to see the reversal. So I told you between 3 to 6 candles. So that's the reason why I told eBay, right? I said market is going to reverse. Why? Because I saw the tail. So that's the reason why I waited for that period. Although I was in the trade, I waited because I want to see I know that the market is going to reverse. All right, so please understand. So this is what to say. This is basically on the 6-hour time frame. Okay, 6-hour time frame. When I say 3 to 6 candle, that's a long period. All right, so you can then go back to 1 hour, right? In 1 hour, at this moment, you can see all the 1-hour candle is completely indecisive. All right, it is completely indecisive. Okay, so 1 hour is not the right time for you to go in at this moment. There is no direction at all. There is no direction at all. Can you see that? So when there is no direction, I don't need to see whether it's divergence in the bullish divergence or is a bearish. I don't care about the divergence because there is no direction. And most of the time when there is no direction, you will see that the MFI will be actually moving in the middle of the 80 to 20. That's what is happening. Can you see that? It's moving there. There is nowhere the market is going at this moment because buyers and sellers are just moving within this range. All right. So that's why if you are trading, you will start to find difficulty here because there is no direction unless you learn how to trade the no trade zone. Okay. So please understand that. All right. Okay, great. Oh my goodness. I hope everyone is clear here. Okay. Are you guys clear? Please communicate with me. Put in the chat room if so far you are clear with what I'm explaining here. So first thing is what? Time. Okay. Time. Don't go in, guys, without looking at the time. You might be going at the end of that candle and you're going to get wrecked when the new candle is formed. All right. Please understand that. Okay, great. Awesome. Now, I want to get back to the slide. I want to get back to the slide. The problem is that once you remove the people, I think they cannot join again. Okay. Try not to remove the people. Okay. All right. So we have the rule number 5 and 4 is actually the same. It's just the opposite of it. Okay. Now the next slide is very important. I want you to grasp a little bit about this candle understanding. Some of you probably already, okay, you know about the candles and so on. Don't worry about it. I have to make sure that those of you who don't really grasp about it, at least you have some basic today, okay? But this is not the detail of the diagnosis of the candle, okay? The diagnosis, I will do it later because, come on, I have with you until December, okay? I don't want you to eat. I don't want to give you meat when you are still babies. If I give you meat, you're going to get choked and die, all right? So you need milk. You need milk first. You need to understand if you can't even drink milk properly, how to give you solid food. All right. So you need to be guided. That's why we need this mentorship. All right. You need to be guided, okay, along the way for you to be able to actually understand this whole thing. All right. So there's a lot of this workshop is going to go on, okay, from time to time. Okay. So you just have to be ready, guys. So whenever I say that, okay, we're going to have another Zoom meeting, okay, just be ready, come on board, okay? If you really cannot make it, don't worry about it, okay? Then you can actually watch the video. All right, that's great, okay? So I hope you understand. That's why I can't give you meat, okay? If I give you meat, you will get choked and die. Some of you already choking and dead, all right? So I don't want more people get choked. Even 5 bit, some of you still are not able. See, if you are not able, if you don't have proper internet connection, if your connectivity not stable and you don't even understand the basic how to put the trade, better don't trade. All right. So the basic you don't know, you're going to just hack yourself and suddenly, right, you market go against you, you're going to get panic. All right. And I don't want that to happen. All right. Now let's move on. Okay. Now I just want to keep things simple. Okay, I'm a person who I like simplicity. And that's the reason why you see that strategy works for anyone. Okay, so let's keep things simple. Okay, and I don't want to make things so complicated that you can't comprehend what is it all about. Okay, so now here we have the green candle and the red candle. All right, now remember the green means is what? Is a buyer dominated market. Green means it's a seller dominated market. So now when you look at the green, and when I say the head is always at the top. And when you look at the red, when I say the head is always at the bottom. Why? Because if it's a green, it's buy up. Up means the head is above. If it's red, means it's buy down. So the head is below. Can you see that? So now, so opposite of the head is always the tail. All right, always the tail. So, and we can call this, okay, all these things you can call as a wick. All right, these are the wicks. So these are the terms that we use. But to make it easier, all right, so you just need to know the head and the tail, and we have the body. That's all. That's all about the candle, guys. Don't make things complicated. So if you go and study so many things and complicate yourself, that is your own problem. All right, I don't want to complicate anyone. Let's make things simple as it is. All right, now if you look here, right, this is the rule number one. All right, this is the rule number one. What does the rule number one say? Green candles or red candles with no lower shadows indicate strong uptrend or strong downtrend. So if you look into the green candle, all right, so if you look into the green candle, right, let me ask you, do you see there's any tail there? There is no tail. So now, although this candle, right, you look into the body size of this candle, okay, we have the head might be a little bit longer, we have a little bit, okay, a shorter head, and then you got the full body size. Now, all this represents strong uptrend. And then on the other hand, you have the red candles. And this red candle represents strong downtrend. So the moment you see there is no tail, all right, the moment you see there is no tail, you know it is an uptrend. But whether it is strong or it is weak, is all depend on the size of the body. Sometimes there is no tail, but the size of the body is very, very small. All right, and then you have a long tail. So that doesn't give you a very strong uptrend. But the moment you see a candle like this, all right, like this or even like this, wow, this is really strong uptrend. So that simply means the market is fully dominated by the buyers. So the buyers are pushing the price up, all right, or the sellers. Okay, so depend on the candle body size. Okay, so please understand. So that's why every time you look into the candle, right, everything about the candle is important. The body size and the wick. These are important story that the candle will tell you or what is really going on with the market currently. Right now let's look into this. Okay, so this is the rule number 2, right? Candle with a small body with upper and lower shadow indicate trend reversal, okay, or indecisiveness. So here you have, okay, now this is how the candle, okay, let me show you. This is how the candle starts. Okay, so you look into the candle. All right, that's why I told you, right? Timing is important. The moment you enter in, let's say we enter into the market, you saw the candle in this manner. So you say, right, wow, this is good, okay? This is good. It looks strong, but it is still indecisive, right? Although the body is big, because of what? Because of the tail. All right, so you have the head and the tail. And then later on, okay, later on, while you actually trading, you realize that now it becomes like that. All right, so what is happening now is that the body has already shrunk. So the body size is now shrinking and becoming smaller. Now this is an indication, right? Now it is already become indecisive because the buyer and the sellers are pulling each other's, right? Can you see that? So you see the volume keep changing, green, red, green, red, green, red. Next, the body starts to become much smaller. All right, can you see that? So this is what is happening. All right, so you can see that the buyers, the strength of the buyers are actually reducing, and now slowly, what is happening? Now the rate is coming back. So now, when you look into this candle, right, at the end of it, you will see the candle ends in red. So that simply means the next candle is going to be downtrend. Can you understand? So this is what you are not seeing, because sometimes if you don't enter in at the time where the candle form, you don't know what happened in between. So that's why you need to watch the market. Okay, it's very important for you to watch the market. So if you are not able to see the 6 hour, then you must be able to monitor the 1 hour, especially if you are going to trade on 1 minute. All right, you need to monitor the 1 hour. Please understand that. So this is the market starts as a strong buyer dominated and it ends with a seller dominated. All right. So now the moment you see this happen, you know that the buyers are weakening and the sellers are actually coming in. So what do? We wait for the next candle. So the next candle you will see, okay, most of the time the next candle will be a red candle coming down. All right, so go and check. Okay, everything I'm sharing with you, you can actually go and counter check. All right, counter check. You can actually see this formation of the candle taking place now. So this is where the movement is. Okay, the candle moving from your left all the way to right. Okay, this is just to show you the formation of the candle. All right, now we have the other way. Can you see now you're going into the market, all right, and you see, hey, this is indecisive, it's a red candle. So what do? You go and buy down. Am I right? You go and buy down. But what is the rule? When the candle is indecisive, you shouldn't be trading, right? You shouldn't be trading, you should wait. So now, because you didn't wait, you go and buy down, and after a few minutes, what happened? The candle changed color from red to green. Now you got a headache. Oh my goodness, what is happening? Can you see now the buyers are coming in? That after a few minutes, the buyers are dominating and the body is getting bigger and bigger. And finally, right, you will see the next candle will be a strong green uptrend. Can you understand me, guys? So this is very important. That's why the timing is the key here. So the timing, you must understand when the candle is formed, you must know. If you can see the candle forming, or you know this is basically started this way and is ending this way. All right, and the other candle started this way and is ending this way. So if you can have that clarity of the market or the environment of it, then you are good. At least you know what is happening. So in this situation, right, so you waited, and then you saw this candle, you waited, and then you waited, and then you waited, and then you waited, and finally you see a strong candle uptrend. There is no tail. Boom, you go in. Now you buy. Okay, now you buy up in your 1 minute. Imagine what is going to happen. Because the momentum already built up, the volumes already built up, now you can actually enter in and buy up. Now the problem is that you didn't wait. So when you didn't wait, you go in. Now this is where you start to struggle. All right, come on guys, if I'm making sense, and if these are something that you are experiencing, probably you should put in the chat room. Okay, let me know, am I telling the truth? Is this the reality of what is going on to some of us? All right, this is important. Okay, so please put up something there so I know exactly that whatever I'm sharing with you, these are really something that you are experiencing. Okay, this is important. All right. Okay, great, awesome. All right, now let's just move on quickly. Okay, all right, now here, right, we have the rule number 5. Candles with long upper shadow represent selling interest. Okay, so okay, great. So now if you look, right, okay, so you go into the trade, and you saw this candle, and you know, right, this is a buyer dominated. Am I right? It's a buyer dominated. So you look into this, you saw buyer dominated. All right, at this moment, right, when you go in, you have to really confirm the candle first. Okay, so you know it's a buyer dominated, so you waited. So the next candle, okay, see what is going to happen here from this candle, and you waited. Okay, you waited for a few minutes, for a few hours probably, and then you find out, okay, this candle now is changing. So what we are seeing now, the body is now shrinking, and you can see the head is getting longer. Actually, the head is not long, it's the body that is shrinking. So now what is happening here is that there is a pressure from the opposite. Okay, this is the pressure. The pressure is coming from there, okay, all the way. Because remember, buyer is down. Seller is down, buyer is up. So the seller is now actually putting the pressure. So the pressure or the current, okay, you don't see current, right? Current is the pressure. So you don't see this pressure, but there is a buyer coming in. Okay, so the buyer are actually coming in, and the sellers are coming in, the buyers getting liquidated. All right, so you start to see, hey, why is it this body is starting to shrink? And then you wait. So you waited, and then you saw, hey, it's getting shrink, and now the head is looking much longer, right? So you can see now the pressure is coming in from the seller. So the size of the body, although it started nice, but then the size starts to shrink. And then it goes on. Can you see? Now it becomes smaller, right? Shrink much further. And then finally, what is happening is that all this, okay, that you look into here, right, is all seller dominating. So although, yes, you see the green, but there is not much volume of the green actually. The volume are actually sellers. So you start to see the volume of the sellers, or the sellers' volume are starting to increase, and the buyers' volume starting to reduce. And later on, you start to see this candle will change color to red. And this is where you will see a reversal of buyer domination. All right, now, all these are the real things that is happening there. All right, so I'm just sharing with you the candle formation here, so that when you look into the candle, all right, when you look into the candle, you will not make the decision immediately and say, oh, this is it, I should go in now. No, I think you should wait and confirm, all right, and confirm the candle formation before you actually decide. All right, now, all right, is this helpful? Is this helpful, guys? Are we okay? All right, if it's helpful, probably you want to say something in the chat room. Okay, I just want to hear that. All right, and if any one of you have anything that you want to clarify, okay, I don't want to give you too much today. Okay, I don't want to confuse you guys, but those are important, very practical. You can find every single second in your candle over there, right, while you are trading. All right, these are very important. So the problem is that you are not able to see the candle, right? So that's what I told you. I think I remember I told people, right, ghost candle. What is ghost candle? The ghost candle means you can see in your mind before the candle appears. Based on the formation, you can already start to see. All right, so that's why most of the time, right, when I look into the candle, I already predicted what will be the next candle looks like, because you understand now how to read the candles. All right, so this is very important. Okay, and this will really help you well when you are trading. So now what happened, instead of you rushing into the trade, you pull yourself back, and now you spend more time waiting and watching for the right time to actually enter in. All right, to actually enter in. All right, can you understand me? All right, okay. Actually, 3 and 4 is just the opposite, right? If I'm not mistaken, it's just the opposite. All right, and the other thing, guys, as I mentioned to you, I'm not going to give you all. I don't want to confuse you with too many things, but I think this is good enough for today for the candle part of it. But there is more coming, right? There is more coming because I'm going to prepare a complete diagnosis of the candle, and then I'm going to actually put it up into my digital ebook, okay, digital book, so that you guys can actually have that. And also we're going to have few more Zoom meetings coming on, and we're going to go through the detail, okay? So that will be really comprehensive, all right? That will be really comprehensive. All right, so, all right, I know that some people are actually coming in because of their network, they are dropping and so on, all right? So that is fine. Okay, great, awesome. Okay, some of the question I don't understand. Okay, keep that question first. We will cover that. Let me just quickly get into the trade. Now, how many more minutes before a new candle forming for 6 hours? Anyone? How many more minutes before the new candle forming? Yeah, around 3 minutes. Okay, so around 3 minutes. Those of you who don't, if you don't understand that, you're going to be in trouble. Okay, so around 3 minutes. How do you see that? Over here, right? You can see down here we got the UTC -5. Now it's 6:57. So the candle always appear at 7 o'clock New York time. All right, 7 o'clock New York time. So if you put your cursor, you can see it's 1 o'clock. This candle started. So this candle is actually indecisive at this moment. Okay, it is indecisive. Okay, so we have a MAGEX here. Okay, I don't have any trade there, but I have a trade here. All right, I have a trade here. I got 2 trades up and down here at the same time. All right, now I want you to help me. Okay, let's do something here together. All right, I have this trade that I put in earlier, just a demo that I prepared for our meeting here. Okay, now I want you to help me to understand a few things here. Now, if you look into these 2 trades, okay, now can someone tell me, am I doing a mistake here with any of these trades? Can someone, probably you want to raise your hand and share your thoughts? That would be awesome. Do you see any problem here? All right, with this trade? Because I want you to learn something here, because this is where most people, I believe, are making the mistake. All right, now let me just quickly get towards that. Okay, yes, sorry. Yes, please unmute yourself, Dr. Chi.
Yes, JD, I don't think you are good. Normally, you say we should not trade the no trade zone. But I believe when we see the candle formation from the 6 hours, you realize that there's going to be a trend, how they call it, trend reversal. Meaning, maybe with the next candle, we shall be having a downtrend if we look properly. So I suspect you're putting the higher leverage, gives you the opportunity. There's a trend reversal that you can ambush and get out of the trade successfully. Normally, we are not supposed to trade, but that's the explanation I could give for now, that if you ambush, you could get out of the trade successfully. Or did I say something wrong?
All right, no worries. Okay, I just want to hear some thoughts here, because it is important for us to actually learn together. Okay, now I think the first error here. Okay, because I actually purposely created this error because I want you all to learn, right? Now the first mistake that I made here is that I shouldn't be trading, right? By right, I shouldn't be trading, because the rule is what? I should wait for the next candle, and then I wait about 30 minutes to 1 hour for the candle to settle, and then I can proceed to trade. Am I right? So that's the first mistake that I have made here, and I shouldn't be trading. Now, the second mistake, if you watch here, right? I have actually put a trade at 50x. Now, this is, I believe, okay, it's a huge mistake to go in with the biggest leverage at the beginning. So, because when you put a bigger leverage, let's say if the market is against me, now you can see, right, the market is against me by -47%. So now, if the market is against me by 47%, and how am I going to, if I bring down the leverage, my unrealized P&L will not reduce much. But if I start with a 10x, all right, what happens now? My unrealized minus will improve significantly if I actually ambush to 50x. Now, if I do a 50x and then I go back to 10x, I'm actually going backward. I'm not going forward. So yes, I can protect my trade, with a 10, if I put in a 50x and then I put in 10x, so what is my leverage? Will be 30x, right? But I will not improve much on my losses. I will not improve much. So it should be, the best is the other way around. All right, so you put a 10x and then you increase your leverage when the market is against you. Now, please understand, when you want to, now this is the problem that I find. I think some of you go through this problem too. That's why you actually have a problem with your wallet management. Now, see, when you go into the trade, right? Example, right? When I trade, I go in at this moment, I'm going in at very comfortably at about 0.01 Bitcoin. Now, you know, I love Bitcoin because I don't see the US dollar. Because when I see the US dollar, I will then realize it's too much. But when I see Bitcoin, it's just Bitcoin for me, right? 0.01. So what? So that's why I love the 5-bit. And I don't want them to put the US dollar there, because that will then make me to be conscious that I got so much, $400 there trading. I don't want that to happen. All right. So it's a different way of thinking, guys. Okay. My way of thinking is different. Okay. So if you go in at 10x, okay, what happened now? You go in with 10x. Okay, and then let's say, for example, the market go against you. Now, do you know that if you are with 10x, when the market go against you, it will not be too fast. It will be actually very, very manageable. But if it is a 50x and the market go against you, you are dead. All right, you are dead. If it hit your ACL, you need to quickly put another ACL. All right. So, but if you put, let's say 10x, the market will, even though the market can be so intensified, you are still under control because you are on 10x. Now, when the market go against you, let's say by 50% or 60%, the more negative, the more losses you have, the better it is. Okay, because this is only floating losses, right? It's not real losses. So the more losses, let's say minus 50%, minus 60%, then you go and do the ambush. All right, you do the ambush. So if I have 0.01, I normally, right, will put 50x, and then I will ambush at 50x 0.01. So what happened? My whole losses will increase, okay, will actually improve by 50%, and it will bring a little bit closer to the current price. Now, please listen to me, okay, because this is something that you can learn. Now, I don't want to change my leverage. I want to put 50x. All right. Now, please understand. So if I put 50x, can someone tell me 10x plus 50x, what will be the next leverage? What will be the next leverage? If I start with 50 and I ambush with, if I start with 10 and I ambush with 50, what will be the next leverage? Anyone? That's right, 30. All right. So simple, right? 30. How do you get 30? 10 plus 50 divide by 2. So your leverage now will become 30. Now, if you ask me, okay, 10x, 30x is really manageable. But the moment you go up all the way to 40, 50, right, these are very, very fast, because the higher your leverage, the more intensified the trading is. That's why, you see, I love high frequency trading. I love intensified market. All right. But the thing is that if you want to really trade, like example, you go in few minutes and you want to come out, you must go higher leverage. But if you want to go lower leverage, then you can actually trade for hours, no problem. Can you understand me? So that's why if you want to have less risk, then you go on the lower leverage. It is manageable, but then you need to look at the 6-hour direction, or at least 1 hour clear direction. Then you go in with 10x. So you can actually stay in the trade for at least about 30 minutes or 40 minutes, and then you can actually come out. But you need 1 hour clear direction. All right. But if you really go on a higher leverage, then if you can get 1 or 2 candles on 1 hour clear direction, you can go in quickly and come out and take the money. But the higher the leverage, the higher the risk. Okay. So please take note of that. Now, I want to tell you something, right? Now, I started with 10x. And then I want to go on 50x. All right. But I don't want to change my leverage. I want it 50x. So if I go 10x, 50x, that will be 30x, right? 30x. Now, but if I do a 30x, all right, if I do a 30x, what happens? My price only improved by 50%. All right, 50%. Now, let me tell you a secret here. You can actually put, instead of 0.01, the same amount, you can double up the amount, but keep your leverage 50. So if you double up your amount, then you're going to improve by 75% closer to the current price. All right. So this is another secret. All right. Another strategy. So means I keep my leverage, but I want to push my price closer to the current price, as close as possible, so I can increase more of my amount. But then please understand, you need to have proper wallet management, right? You need to have more capital to do that. So now, the closer you bring to the current price, the more chance you have for the market to rebound, and then you can immediately close that trade in profit. All right, so please understand. So that is another way that you can actually take advantage. Okay, but that's the reason why I told you, right? Always start your initial capital smaller amount. Don't go in big. All right, don't go in big. So you can see I have about 0.3 over Bitcoin. These are actually inclusive of my profit. So although I have more profit, but I'm still using 0.01. That's all. I'm not going to increase my first entry. So my first entry is still 0.01, but I can play around with my leverage and I can play around with my amount in order for me to actually manipulate the market. Okay, so I hope you get me. Okay, I hope you get me. Now, so that is actually the second mistake. So the first mistake is what? The first mistake is that I shouldn't be trading. The second mistake is that my leverage is 50. I am dead, my friend. I am dead if I start with 50, because if you want to do an ambush, you cannot ambush downward. You have to ambush upward. So if I would ambush 75x, what happened to my leverage next? My leverage will be higher, right? So the higher my leverage, the more risky I am if the market further go against me. Can you see that? So this is the problem that most of you are facing. So that is the reason why after a few ambush, you have to surrender because you don't have enough capital with you. All right. So don't start with a bigger amount and don't start with a bigger leverage. So as I mentioned to you, the most comfortable for most of you, right? Keep it at 10x. Don't go beyond than that until you really master it. Okay. So please understand. Now, what is the third mistake? The third mistake here, okay, actually you can see I have a trade, and this trade, my ACL, I have no ACL, right? Can you see? I have no ACL for this trade. All right, no ACL for this trade. It is 10x, but no ACL. But can you see how slow the market is? Although you can see, right, the candle is moving so fast, and my percentage from 50% now has improved to minus 36. But look at my 10x. My 10x is so slow. So I don't really worry here because I'm using 10x. Can you see that? But the thing is that the mistake here is that I didn't put an ACL. So by right, I should actually put the ACL to protect this trade. All right. But nevertheless, okay, you can see, all right, these are sometimes the mistake that we do. All right. So now if you look here, right, I have about 0.015 here. Let me quickly put the ACL and show you how to do that, okay? So for the ACL, okay, very simple. Every time you put a trade, do you know why I didn't put an ACL? Because I was expecting for this trade to actually go minus 50% or minus 60% for me to do an ambush at 50x, all right? So I didn't actually put the ACL yet because I was waiting for the market to go against me, all right? But nevertheless, as I mentioned to you, we shouldn't be trading, right? Because at this moment, you can see it's very volatile. If you get back to 6 hour, right, you can see here on the 6 hour, right, we still have an indecisive candle here, which is just started. But if you go to 1 hour, it is also indecisive. And then if you go to 3 minutes, definitely you can see it's downtrend, right? Should you be trading? I don't think so. You should be trading because you don't have direction on 6 hour. You don't have direction on 1 hour. Clear? So those of you who take the risk and you go and trade, all right, that's why you will start to actually get stuck in the trade because there is no direction here. So when you have no direction, don't need to worry about divergence, bullish, bearish, don't need to worry all these things, guys. When there is no direction, don't trade. Simple as that. All right. I hope this is clear. Now let's just get back here. All right. So you can see I have a trade here. All right. Let me put the ACL. So how to put the ACL? You click limit. All right. Once you click the limit, now the amount here will be the same amount, right? 0.0. Okay. Let me take the question afterwards. 0.015 and the price. So loss cut. My loss cut is 40,000. 40,000. All right. 40,209, right? 40,209. So that will be 40,310. If you are not so sure, make sure you have a calculator beside you and make sure you calculate very, very quickly. If you put 10x, you shouldn't have problem. If your leverage is too high, even to calculate will take time. All right. Please take note of that. So 40,310. All right. 40,310, right? Can you see? So I am going to buy up. Don't make a mistake. This is where people make a mistake. Okay. Then they go and buy down. Ah, my goodness. Okay. You shouldn't do that. So look at it. Buy up. So you buy up. Now, this is important. Don't confirm until you read everything. All right. Make sure it is limit. Make sure it's 40,310. Calculate again. Amount is correct. 1x. That is it. So confirm. All right. That is it. So you can see, all right. Actually, I've already have that, right? I've already put, okay. Actually, it's 40,000, right? 40,000. So let me cancel this. All right. 40,000. All right. So you can see, all right. So that is how you put the ACL in place. So if you have an ACL, you don't need to worry. So you just leave the trade. All right. You just leave the trade. Okay. Leave the trade and you wait if the market can go against you. You know what? Sometimes, right, with the 10x, you cannot expect for the direction to follow you because it's 10x. 10x is very slow. But if you go on high frequency trading, like example, you go on 50x and you have a clear direction, you can go in and take the money and come out quickly with 10 or 20% profit. But you can't do that, okay, with a 10x because 10x, in most instances, you need to have a clear direction on 6 hour and clear direction on 1 hour. All right. And even that 1 hour, you need to have at least 2 or 3 1-hour candle that gives you a clear direction for you to enter in. Can you see that? So that's the reason why, right? In the 6 hour, we don't trade all the 6 hours. Sometimes we only trade 1 hour. That is it. That 1 hour is enough for you to make all the profit you want, and then you walk away and have a good time, or just go out and have some fantastic time with your family. All right. So I hope that is clear. Yes. Dr. Chi, I think that is clear. You have any other question? Huh? All right. Are you there? Where is Dr. Chi? Okay. Sorry, I'm looking for Dr. Chi. Are you there? Is he there? Okay, great. I think we are good. Sorry. Yeah. I hope that is clear. You can unmute yourself.
Okay, sorry. I just wanted to confirm that, JD. I don't have any question. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. That is great. Now, let's take a few more questions here. Usman, are you there? Please unmute yourself. Yes, Usman Muhammad. Usman Muhammad, please unmute yourself. If you have already asked question, you can actually lower down your hand, all right? Okay, I think Usman is not hearing me. Roshan, are you there?
Yes, doctor. Just in question, in terms of this auto sell that you have set for 100%,
yeah,
isn't it impossible to hit 100% because that's almost like a huge profit, right?
Okay, you are right. Actually, this 100% is, as you say, right, it is quite illogical. All right. But the thing is that sometimes, right, if your direction is clear and you are, normally this 100% only comes in when I'm resting or sleeping, and market is really in my favor and it hit 100%, and then it will close by itself. But in most instances, actually, I will be trading and I'll be actually watching my trade. I never leave my trade unattended. Okay, but the thing is that it's better to put 100% rather than nothing.
Or like what I have done, it worked once, but I'm not sure. In this, in that stop, the take profit, the sell limit, I took 3% as a profit and just calculated it, and I put that amount there. Does that help? Because then I know if I get 3%, I've made enough even after my expenses have been paid.
Yeah, you can put that. You can. Some people, they want to use the sell limit. All right, you want to put a sell limit, and then you want to decide when you want this bot to actually sell it. So you can use the sell limit. Okay, but the problem is that the calculation of the percentage, you have to be really sure how to calculate, because the 1% is not really, is actually greater than 1%. Okay, it's greater than 1%. It's like 1% equivalent to 10%, something like that, right? So if you put a 3%, it's like it's 10%. All right, but nevertheless, because I always trade, so I don't really actually use any of this function, because normally I trade, and I trade on high leverage, because I go in and I want to come out very quickly, you know. And I always watch for formation. If the formation is clear, direction is clear, then I go in. If the direction is not clear, sometimes I don't really want to trade. All right, that's the important. Okay, that's great. Any other question? All right, thank you so much. Okay, great. Christiana Budu, are you there?
Yes, morning, doctor. Morning, everyone.
Hi. Greetings to you.
So I'm trying to follow. 6 hours candle has formed, and I see the direction of the previous candle into the 6 hour candle, and I am following the 1 hour, and I am seeing the first candle on the 1 hour is upward, second is upward, and I decide I want to get in on the third candle, but my leverage is low. How can I capitalize on the long span to increase profit? Or is it I should do a higher leverage for shorter instances?
Okay, I think probably you miss out on the earlier explanation, right? Now, simple, okay? If you look into the current 6 hour, right? Is there a clear direction? That's the first question. All right, if you look into the 6 hour now, I don't care what happened before. Okay, what happened before is no longer my business, right? Because I don't want to know what happened before. Okay, but I want to know what is happening now. So now the 6 hour candle that is appearing now, is there a direction or not? Are you there? Who is this? Who asked me the question? Are you there? Yeah, Budu, is it? Budu, are you there? Okay, I think maybe it dropped. Okay, so now if you look into the 6 hour, right, there is no direction, guys. The 6 hour is actually a no trade zone. Okay, it's a no trade zone. Now, if you go and confirm the 1 hour, it is also a indecisive. There is no direction. So very simple decision, right? No direction. So should you trade or should you not trade? You shouldn't trade. Okay. Later I will show you how to trade the no trade zone. Okay, but let's just go through this basic first. Okay, the most important, this basic. So based on this basic, right, you shouldn't be trading. Even if you buy down, okay, you look at it. Look at your money flow here. It's going down. If you buy down now, you are making a big mistake. Why? Because it is close to the oversold area. So you may not want to buy down at this moment, right? So you may actually want to wait. So you can see it's moving at the center of the money flow area. So we don't want to actually make any kind of decision at this moment, because there is indecisiveness. Okay, so please take note. All right. So I think that is clear, right? So if you know the 6 hour no direction and the 1 hour has no direction, all right, so you shouldn't be trading at all at this moment. Okay, I hope that is clear. Okay, Simon, are you there? Please unmute yourself.
Yeah, I'm here. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, well done for thus far in your presentation.
Sorry,
I just
my
want
1
to find
hour
out.
chart is not live. Let me just refresh that. Sorry, guys. Yeah, it is live. Sorry, I like to change this color. Let me change the color, dark colors. Okay. Yes, okay, please proceed.
Yeah, I just want to ask, just like in Forex trading, you are allowed to take multiple trades at a time, maybe at the same value, but is it possible to do that in this leverage trading, maybe buy down and down again?
You can do that. You can do that in MAGEX, but not in 5-bit.
Okay.
Okay, you can do that in MAGEX, but not in 5-bit, because in 5-bit, actually, they don't allow because of the anti-cut loss, anti-liquidation function.
Okay.
All right, because when you have an
Okay.
anti-liquidation function, if you want to do an anti-liquidation, if you have a too many multiple, you have to do for every one separately. All right, I think there will be some issue with the programmer to design how to do that. You know, even in MAGEX, all right, you can't do a limit. You can't do a limit buy for each. All right, you can't do a limit buy for each of that. Okay, I think I've checked on this, so it's not really possible. All right, so that's the reason why I know. Okay, let me tell you guys, my strategy of MAGEX, right? I don't use MAGEX to trade when I start to trade. I always use my 5-bit to trade. Now, let me tell you my secret. Now, when I use 5-bit and the market go against me, now I have a cue to actually put my trade on MAGEX. Can you understand me? So my MAGEX is actually, I'm using that as not as a backup, but basically when my 5-bit is actually go against me, right? Now I have a clear direction to put a trade on my MAGEX. All right, so I can put a trade now because market already bottom or market already top. So now I can put a trade in MAGEX and take more profit from that. So that is why I'm using MAGEX. So I don't use MAGEX as my first entry. No, my first entry is my 5-bit. Okay, because in 5-bit, if the market go against me, I can still manage that, but I cannot manage that in MAGEX, right? Am I right? In MAGEX, if the market go against you, you have to wait. All right, or you have to play around with the margin. All right, so you either put in more fund or you either reduce the fund. But if you reduce the fund, then your leverage will go up. Your minus percentage will go up. If you increase the fund, your minus percentage comes down, but then you actually risk more capital. You see that? So that's what is happening in MAGEX. So I only use MAGEX when I see 5-bit, I am already at the bottom or at the top, then I take advantage and I put a trade in MAGEX, all right, to take advantage of that rebound that is taking place. All right, so I hope that is clear. Okay, Simon, I hope I answered that question.
Yes, thank you very much.
Okay, Kwang, are you there?
Yes.
Yes,
Lady. Actually, I have a question. Why you have to stick with the leverage 30x instead of, let's say, 35 or something? Because
sorry, probably that is just my strategy. You guys can have your own strategy. All right, you can actually do that, no problem. Now, there is no hard rules about the leverage, guys. So I am basically, the reason why I go on 30 is very simple, because you can see there is no 30, right? There is no 30 leverage there in 5-bit. So, but when I go in with 10x and I ambush 50, I can even ambush 75, but I don't want to go too high in my first ambush. So my first ambush, I keep it at 50. So I will get 30x. And then when I do the second ambush, I will go on 75. Then I will actually get a a bigger leverage. But by then, right, the market normally would have actually rebound. All right. So that's the reason why I choose to actually work on this strategy, because it works well with me. But if you want a 35, right, then you need to calculate. Okay, you need to actually calculate what will be your first leverage, and then what will be your second leverage in order for you to get the 35, right? And some of you may say, right, why should I do 30, right? Why don't I just select 25? Yes, you can, but I don't want to do 25 in the first place, because I want to wait. If the market go against me, actually, I have a bigger opportunity to ambush, all right? Because I love to play the ambush when the market go against me, all right? So Kwang, you can actually fine tune according, to your preferences. So there is no hard rule on the leverage.
No, actually, what I mean is because in the first batch you toss us like start with the 50x and then ambush with the 10x to make 30, right?
You are right.
So the second batch actually you change the other way around, yeah, 10x first.
Yeah,
and
because
then,
the reason I changed, because I don't want all of you to take a bigger risk. All right, that's the reason why.
Okay, because
right?
what I'm thinking
so
is
I would rather you guys protect your capital, and I don't want you start with a bigger leverage and then market go against you. And also, right, comparing with the first batch and the second batch, currently the market is more volatile compared to when we started.
But what I think is actually when we have a clear direction, yeah, what if you start with the 25x and then ambush instead of, let's say, 58 or something else, we put a double volume. It would be better.
If you have a clear direction, go for 50x. You don't need to ambush. You don't need to ambush.
Correct. Yes.
Right?
No, but
ambush is only when the market go against you.
Yeah, correct. But I mean is in case of ambush, instead of like changing the leverage, we can increase the volume. Let's say double. It would be better way, isn't it?
I think it's individual preferences, because I don't want to put a rule where everybody follow and then they start to have problem. I think it's better for the beginners to start with 10x, and then they can actually have a slower time in the market, rather than putting in a high leverage and then the market move too fast for them. And I think once they become accustomed and understand everything, you guys can increase the leverage. Okay, so no hard rules on that, guys.
No, I not only want to mention because we want to take the advantage of leverage. If you use a too low leverage, yes, of course it's safer, but it cannot take full advantage of the leverage.
Sorry, once again, I cannot hear you.
No, because I want to use like more than 10x, let's say 25 or 30, because we want to take full advantage of the leverage trading. Otherwise, if you use like 10x or less, of course it's safer, but it doesn't mean we can take the advantage of leverage trading, isn't it?
Yeah, actually, you need to balance between your risk appetite and reward. So I think the whole idea is just the risk appetite. And also for the new one, right? I don't want you guys to go for bigger leverage yet. But I think once you understand, right, maybe the next round, once you are clear with everything, you can go 25. Like, for example, like my trading, if I do my trading, when the direction is clear, I even go 50, because I don't like to stay in the market too long. All right. So I want to go in quickly and I want to come out. But I cannot share with you because I'm using 50. So all of you must use 50. I think that is wrong. So same with you, Kwang. Probably you want to go on higher leverage. I think you should go for it. But just because you're doing that doesn't mean everyone should actually follow you. You understand what I'm trying to say? So I think once people already accustomed to it and you understand how the leverage works and so on, by all means, okay, go and increase the leverage. I think that's what I'm trying to say here.
Okay, I agree. That is safer way. Yeah, yeah.
So okay. I would rather protect the people now rather than teach them to go on a bigger leverage and then they start to lose money and then they start to have headache. I think we better protect the people and let them start slow. It's okay. I think no worries. I think the whole idea here is Kwang is very easy. I think most people need to understand how to identify direction. If you have a direction, even if you're on 10x, all right, you still, because the good thing about 10x is that the fees is low. So you can quickly pay the fees and you can actually take smaller profit. You don't have to go bigger profit. You can take smaller profit and actually come out of the trade. So I think for the beginners, right, if you are novice, you are beginner, I think it's good for you to follow this fundamental rule. And once you become good at it, right, you can actually go on higher leverage and so on. So I think that is fine, no problem. Okay, so please take note of that. I think what Kwang is saying, I think probably is not for beginners, okay? But once you become advanced and once you become really professional, it's different. Like me, right? Honestly, to tell you, I don't like, I always want to find out the rate of the market, the rate, R-A-T-E. Rate means how fast the market is. I am a fast trader. I don't like market to be too slow. When the market is slow, I don't want to trade. So I want the market to be fast, but I cannot teach you. I cannot teach you the same way I trade because I like fast. So you must do fast. You are dead. All right. So for you guys, start. It's okay. Start with 10x, and then later on you can go and increase your. Okay. Please understand that. So that's the reason why when I teach you guys, I cannot actually share with you what I do, because if I share with you my leverage and my trading style, especially when the market is fast, I don't think so any one of you will be able to follow, and that will put you into a bigger risk. All right, so start with 10x, and the thing that I want you to understand is that identify, make sure you are clear with the direction. That's the most important. You see, for example, right now, Kwang, thank you so much, Kwang, truly appreciate that.
Yep.
You see, for example, now, right, if you look at it, okay, we know there is no direction. Why is it people are trading? All right, so can you see no direction? So if there's no direction, by right, okay, by right now, they shouldn't be trading. Am I right? They shouldn't be trading. So the reason why they trade is just because they want to take the risk. That's all. Because they want to take the risk, or what I call a gas trade. Oh, what if? Now, please understand. When you do a leverage trading, no such thing as what if. Oh, I think so. The market, no think so, my friend. I feel. Who told you your feeling is correct? So no what if, no I think, no I feel. Trade what you see, not what you feel, not what you think. This is very important when it comes to trading. All right. That's why people make blunders. All right. So now, if you are a person who are actually looking at the 6 hour, right, and you want to wait for the 6 hour. Example, look at this. Look at the previous 6 hour, right? There's a clear uptrend. Now, if you are a 6 hour person, you may not trade, you may not have much frequency or opportunity to trade because you only waiting for the clear direction on 6 hour. But if you are going on the shorter time frame, let's say if you go on 1 hour, right? And if you look into 1 hour, there are many opportunities where you have the direction. And normally, right, if you look into the 1 hour here, right, I wait for 2 or 3 candles. All right, if I have 1 candle 1 hour, it's still not enough. I may wait for the next candle. If I have 2 candles that has a direction, that is the best time for you to enter in, because that is confirmed the market will actually go up or go down. So if you only have 1 hour, right, or if you only have 1 hour candle, only 1 candle, you still are actually not really clear of the direction. So at least you need at least 2 candles. You remember, in a 1 hour, 6 hour, how many candles? 6 candles. So 6 candles, if you have 2 candles, 2 divided by 6, that is at least about 40%, you know, 40% confirmation you have on the direction. But if you want to have a better confirmation, you may want to wait for 3 candles. If it's a 3 candle, that is 50% of the direction is clear. But if you wait for the 4th candle, you have at least about 70% of the 60% or 70% of the direction that is really clear. Can you see that? So now it's coming back to waiting, right? So you have to wait. So that is how the thing. Now you will say that, oh, in that case, I'm going to waste my time. No, you never know that the 5th hour candle is where you're going to make a jackpot. Can you see that? So if you have that clear direction, you can go in big amount, you can go in bigger leverage. You can make a bigger profit. All right. But if you are gas trading, then you better go small amount, lower leverage, and then you doing ambush and all those things, right? So that is basically the whole understanding here. Okay, so I hope you understand. Okay, so the direction is actually the most critical part of it. All right, the direction of the market. Okay, great. Okay, who else we have? Usman, are you there? That's right. In waiting, we make the money, right? Please understand that. Usman, are you there? I'm not so sure whether he's hearing me, but I'm not so sure why he's raising his hand. Okay. Okay. Simon, do you have any other question? Simon?
Yeah, no. Thank you.
Okay. If you have no question, ensure you lower your hand. Okay. So that will be good. Usman, are you there? Usman Muhammad, are you there? Oh, absolutely. Okay. If you have a 1 hour candle, strong candle, when I say strong, there is no tail. All right. Look at this. Okay. Look at this 1 hour. Okay. Let me bring you. Can you see this 1 hour? 1, 2, 3, 4, no candles, no tail, guys. Wow. If you would have traded here, you would have actually made a jackpot. Can you see that? So what happened? You see that this candle, right? You have the next candle. So this next candle, you have to wait because this candle, when start, this candle body will be small, right? So that's why you don't go in first. So you wait for the next candle. The next candle, you have a strong body. This is where you start to actually go in on your 1 minute. All right. This is where you are going on your 1 minute. You see? So now you got how many hours? 1, 2, 3 hours. 3 hours of a fantastic uptrend there. Can you just imagine? And look at it. It's all actually overbought. So that means the buyers are actually coming in here. It's all overbought area. Can you see that? It's all overbought area here. Now, the moment you see the next candle starts to weaken, that's where you start to actually get ready to exit the trade. And then you see what happened. It goes down all the way because it is already overbought. All right, it is already overbought. So now when it is going down, right? Since you buy up, what do? You wait. Don't become jumping jack. Okay, jumping jack. When you buy up, you buy down. You buy up, buy. No, that is not what we do. If the direction is up, you just buy up. When it goes down, you wait. You see that? When it's going down, you wait. So just wait. Can you see that? We've been waiting for how many hours? Because there is no direction, right? So you wait. So what are we waiting? We are waiting until the oversold area here on the 1 hour. Once the 1 hour go to the oversold, now you will start to see the reversal taking place. Then you actually wait for the direction of your 1 hour. So you get a clear direction on 1 hour, at least 2 candles, right? You get 2 candle, clear direction, boom, another jackpot. Can you just imagine that? So this is how it works, guys. So don't rush it. All right, don't rush it. Okay, you just wait. Waiting, we make the money. Okay. Okay, Usman, where are you, Usman? Let me just see you. You are saying, I've already unmute you. Please, Usman, can you hear me? Please unmute yourself. Usman, are you there? Please unmute yourself. All right, let's move on. Follow Runso, are you there? Please unmute yourself. Follow Runso, are you there? Yes.
Good afternoon, doctor.
All right, yes.
Thank you very much. Honestly, it's been very, very explosive, and may God bless you. Please, yep. Number one is that for some of us that requires that we watch the recorded lecture many times. Can you help us pin the essential lectures on the Telegram so that it will be very easy for us to locate?
Sorry. Once again, I didn't hear that.
I wanted to just seek your help that most of the lectures that you have given us that are recorded, can you help us pin them on the Telegram so that it will be very easy for us to locate them?
It is always pinned. It is always pinned. You can refer to all the videos there.
Okay, thank you. Then another thing is that if I want to trade, like immediately after your lecture, that was the first time I will be trading profitably, because before it has been kind of lost. But immediately after your lecture, I was able to grab small things, and since then I've only lost one trade out of like 10 I picked. But I have a challenge in the sense that the various hours, the 6 hours, the time frames, like 6 hours, 1 hour, 30 minutes, 15 minutes, and co, they might be contradictory. So I just want to find out, can I stick to 1 hour to pick my trade all through for a whole day, or stick to 6 hours, stick to one time frame, so that if I want to trade 1 hour, I can stick to 1 hour and say, if I get direction in 1 hour, I'll place my trade. Or I will need to be confirming the direction in the 6 hour time frame and pick my trade on 1 minute as you have been doing. Is there any way that one can stick to the time frame and trade the time frame for a particular period?
For the leverage trading, right? Because we are actually trading on a 1 minute. Now, when you are trading on the 1 minute, what I need is actually the first thing. I think what you need is probably 6 hours, 1 hour, and 3 minutes. That's all. Now, your 3 minutes is very important, because 3 minutes is where you follow on. 3 minutes is your reference for your 1 minute trading. All right, 3 minutes is your reference, because this is where you can actually 3 minutes actually can give you probably about what three. If you're doing on 1 minute, all right, every 3 minutes candle is actually 3 candles on 1 minute. All right, so that's why you need to watch the 3 minutes. But 3 minutes always will follow your 1 hour. If your 1 hour direction is clear, all right, 1 hour direction is clear, normally 3 minutes will follow that. So that's why you can do a trade easily on 1 minute. But first thing first, you need to understand the environment, right? I told you the horizon of it. Is the market upward, downward, or no trade zone? Now, if the market is upward, okay, this is just actually a guide for you, right? A macro outlook of the whole environment. So if the environment is uptrend, normally your 1 hour will follow. All right, your 1 hour will follow. So if your 1 hour follows your 6 hour, then you already got a jackpot, because if 1 hour actually follows, your 3 minutes will actually follow, and your 1 minute trading will be all good, no problem. But now the problem is that if you got a 6 hour candle, which is showing uptrend, and your 1 hour is contradict, all right, your 1 hour is contradict. Now what happened to your 3 minutes? Your 3 minutes will also contradict, because your 3 minutes follow your 1 hour, not your 6 hour. So now what happened? What you need to do on your 1 minute, you can trade based on the 1 hour, but you cannot stay in the trade too long. So now you cannot use maybe 10x. You have to use a higher leverage, because you are using a shorter time frame. Can you understand me? So the shorter your time frame, the higher your leverage, because you need to go in quickly and come out, because the bigger picture of the market is actually on the opposite direction. All right. So I hope you understand that. Okay, this is very important. So yes, you can use the 1 hour, but the 1 hour will keep change, right? And you don't want to become a jumping jack. You don't want to keep changing. Because 1 hour is red, I go buy red. 1 hour is green, I go buy up. So then you become a jumping jack. You don't know which one is it, because you don't know where the direction is. All right. So I hope that is clear.
Yeah, thank you very much.
All right, you're most welcome. Dr. Chi, are you there?
Yes, JD, thanks a lot.
Most welcome.
Yes, good. I would say since the last trade, I mean, like I said earlier, when we started, I've been trading a lot, but recently I've really been trying to follow the rules. One of the things which make it a little bit difficult for me is this money flow index, because there are times you look at the 1 minute chart and you really see it is clearly overbought. The way I go to the 3 minutes chart, it is underbought and oversold. And you go to the 1 hour chart, it is also different. So I have the impression, if I should understand that much better, this money flow index, specifically to, like you said, based on the 6 hour chart, because sometimes you look at the 6 hour chart, it's clearly an uptrend, but you see that it is floating in the middle. They look at the 1 hour chart, it is clearly overbought. You look at the 30 minutes chart, it is somewhere in the middle. You look at the 3 minutes chart, it is somewhere in the middle, but you look at the 1 minute chart, it is clearly overbought. So it makes it sometimes difficult, although you may have a clear direction in the 1 minute chart, in the 1 hour chart, if it is the right decision to jump into the trade at the 1 minute chart. I don't know. It's really something I would like you to explain to us so that we really understand it.
Now, let's just do that here. Okay, if you look at current, right? Let's say 6 hour. On the 6 hour, it is indecisive. And if you look into the money flow, right? This is what we call a bullish divergence. All right, a bullish divergence. Okay, so because it is the candle is red. Okay, red means by right this should be going down, but it is actually opposite. So this is what we call a bullish divergence. All right, bullish divergence. But we don't have much info to actually make a decision yet. All right, so there is no decision yet to be made because this is still no trade zone. Now let's go to 1 hour. So on the 1 hour, if we look into it, right, we still don't have any direction. Now, for me, right, it's very simple. When 1 hour has no direction, don't trade. Okay, simple as that. Okay, so you don't have to worry about looking into actually 3 minutes. Even if the 3 minutes have a direction, so what? I'm not going to follow my 3 minutes because my 1 hour got no direction. But if my 1 hour I have a direction, and if that direction is actually correlate, okay, that direction correlate with my 3 minutes, I can now start to trade on my 1 minute. Is that simple? That is it. Because remember, you at least need a 1 hour minimum for the direction, okay, for you to be able to trade on the 1 minute. Or else, right? Or else you're going to, if you don't have the direction at least on the 1 hour, okay, you then going to actually see the trade become very volatile. So you can see here, okay, on the 3 minutes, okay, if you go on the 1 minute, there is no direction. But if you look into the divergence, okay, it is definitely downtrending, right? It's going down. So we know probably, right, the next few candles, probably the second or the third candle. So which means that in the next 2 to 3 hours, we might actually see a red candle coming down, and we might actually see this become more bullish. All right, more bullish. More bearish. All right, it can actually come closer to the oversold area. Now, can you see? I am actually seeing the ghost candle. All right, the candle is not there, but because I can see, because I can see the money flow, I'm expecting for the money flow to actually go down here. Now, if this money flow actually goes down to the oversold area, all right, then you can actually see that probably we're going to see a reversal after probably 2 to 3 hours. But at this moment, right, at this moment, there is no direction, guys. So you shouldn't be trading. All right, even if your 3 minutes, even if your 3 minutes says that, oh, this is down, okay, this is the down, so I should actually buy up here, I would say that why you want to risk yourself to trade at this moment? So you just wait for the 1 hour to give you a clear direction. That's all. So if you have at least, okay, 2 candles, let's say, okay, 2 candles that shows a clear direction, either upward or downward, and there is no tail, that is a jackpot. That is a jackpot. All right, so you can see over here, right? Come on, look at this rate. All right, look at this rate. There are 2 candles here downward. All right, 2 candles here downward, and look into the money flow. The money flow is parallel with the 2 candle. The 2 candle is down, the money flow is down. So if when you go to 3 minutes, it will be down. So now it is easy for you to trade on 1 minute because you have a clear direction down. Can you see that? So you won't find a clear direction on the 1 hour such as this all the time. Can you see that? That's not much. So you can see over here, we got 4 hours on the clear direction upward. But thereafter, you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 hours. There is no clear direction. So 13 hours, you just have a vacation. All right? You just have a vacation. It's fine. Why do you feel funny when you don't trade? You are becoming addicted. All right? Don't become addicted to trading, guys. I already told you. So you just relax and wait for the next candle and look into the direction. All right, there's another direction here. Now is the time I'm going to go in. If you do that, I think most of you will be profiting more and you will have more winning trades rather than keep going in when the market is indecisive. I think that is the biggest problem, because many of you are already addicted and you become impatient. You just want to go in and trade. I think that's where the problem is. Okay. Dr. Chi, I hope that is clear. All right, Troy, please unmute yourself.
Hi there, Dr. John. How are you?
Hi, I'm doing very well. Hope you are well.
Doing well, bro. So, just going back to if we were on 5-bit and we're in 10x, and say that the fees are 1.5%, and we're already over the fees. We're maybe like you were earlier, 4%. If we want to ambush when we're already in a profit, so that we can sell at a higher position, is that something that we could do?
If you ask me, right, actually, if you ask me, better to take the money first and then you put a new trade, all right, rather than you ambush, because ambush strategy is only when the market is against you, all right. But when the market is in your favor, I think better take the money, right? Take the money and then you put a new trade, okay, a new trade probably with a higher leverage this time around, because now you probably already have the direction. But if you add on more capital into the existing trade, what happens, right? Can you see? If it is actually, let's say, right, if it's 10% profit, if you add more capital, it will become 5%. Your profit percentage will go down. So now, if the market at that time go against you, you're going to be in a big trouble, because you have a huge amount that actually going against you. So why do you want
change from 10x to 30x? So wouldn't it be?
Yeah, even if you change from 10x to 30x, your percentage here will not go up. Your percentage here will reduce. Please understand that.
Yeah. Also the same also for Margex, yeah? You wouldn't suggest, well, what about if we're in 10x and then we want to go to 20x, so we save some of our capital, but it doesn't make any difference, does it?
Okay, in Margex, right? If you actually let me probably put a trade here.
Let's say we're in profit and we want to make a move, yeah. But I understand what you mean. Yeah. So you better just to take the money and then to go in with a higher leverage.
I think if you ask me, right, a basic principle here is, well, let's keep to the rules so that you actually better to take the money first and then you reposition a trade. That's why, example, right? I told in the Telegram group, right? I told in the Telegram group to eBay, right? Better to take the money, the capital first. You secure your capital first. At least you don't have pressure anymore because the amount is too big there. All right, so you take the money first, and then later on you can actually reposition a trade now with a smaller amount, but you can put a bigger leverage to take advantage because now you have a clear direction. All right. So I think that protecting your capital is the #1 question. So if you can protect your capital, I think that is good, and you don't add to the losing trade. That is what I'm trying to say, right? If you ambush, so how to ambush? Okay, that is another thing. Okay, we will talk about it very, very shortly. Okay, so Troy, I hope you get me, Troy.
Yes. Thank you very much. Thanks, right? Doc.
But Troy, just to also add on that, okay? Now, you see, if the direction is clear, and you want to add more amount to it, you can do it, but not when the direction is unclear or the direction is indecisive. All right, so that is important. So this is where actually maturity required, and everybody have a different way of looking into things. But as I mentioned to you, if you want to add if you want to have a higher amount or higher trading amount, make sure the direction is clear. But nevertheless, even if the direction is clear, if you have a 10% profit, all right, and you put in more amount and you increase the leverage, your 10% will actually reduce to 5%. All right, but if the direction is clear, that 5% will immediately become 20%, 30% very, very quickly, and you're going to actually reap in a bigger profit. But if the direction is not clear, you're going to just crack your head, because now the market.
So we have to quickly sell then. We have to either quickly sell.
You are right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Awesome.
Thank you very much.
Most welcome. Okay, great. All right. Let me just see. Okay. I think we have one question here from Usman, right? He says that what I want to ask regarding ACL plus 20 minus 20. Now the value 20, can it be increased further? What is the resultant effect if the value is increased? Actually, right, if you say, okay, this is just a rules that I've created based on the Bitcoin price. Now, previously, right, when Bitcoin is only 4 digit, all right, we have 4 digit, 5 digit, okay? Currently, Bitcoin is actually 6 digit, right? 6 digit. Previously, we have 5 digit. When it's 5 digit, it is actually plus 10. When it is 6 digit, then it becomes plus 20. All right. So when it becomes 7 digit, it will be plus 30. All right. Now, so plus 20 is just the rule that I've created based on my, based on my, this one, right? But the thing is that if it's hit my 20, at least my next leverage will be much further away. Now, you may say, okay, I want to put 50. Yes, you can. Then your leverage, your next cut loss will be a little bit more closer. That's all. All right. So if you put 20, all right, your next cut loss will be a little bit more further, probably about another $20 or $30. That's all. All right. So you can actually play around. If you want to put higher, it's up to you, right? But this is basically the rules that we created based on the digit. Okay. So if it's a 5 digit, it was actually 10. When it is actually 6 digit now, because we're talking about 40,000, 60,000 Bitcoin price, so it's 20. Now, for Ethereum, if you are doing trading on Ethereum, it is plus 2 minus 2. Okay, because Ethereum now is 4 digit. All right, the price is about 3,000, 4,000. Those days, when it is 3 digit, we actually use plus 1. All right, you may be thinking, right, plus 1 is like, oh, so close. Actually, it's not. All right, plus 1 is huge, okay, when it comes to anti-liquidation and so on, okay? So if you are doing Ethereum trading, then please take note of that. It is plus 2 minus 2. If you are doing Bitcoin, it's plus 20 minus 20. If you want to adjust a little bit, let's say you want to put plus 30 minus 30, is okay, no worries about it. But don't go on like plus 100 and minus 100, okay? Because then you're going to waste your bullet, okay? Don't waste your bullet, okay? That's what I'm trying to say here. All right. So I hope I answered that question. Okay, great. All right. Okay. Yes, Dr. Chi, you have any other questions there?
JT, the question, I believe, is still on this MFE. I would like you to explain it further. I don't know if you plan to do that. I really appreciate it. That's just all later on, so that we comprehend it better. And maybe they trade it in a no trade zone. You taught us in the first batch how to do that, but it could be nice with a new strategy that you teach us again.
Yeah, all right. I actually have a trick here. Only thing about Firebit is that we cannot put multiple trades. Okay, let's just wait for this. Okay, let's get back to over here right now. So you can see, right? Did I told you, right? I told you, right, that the next 1 hour we can see a downtrend. Can you see that? It's now happening, right? Now, when we look into the Bitmax, okay, Bitmax, or we call this as a 6 hour. So there are 4 things that you are looking at, right? The first thing is that you are looking at the direction, okay? Or what we call the candle formation. Now, you need to make sure the first thing first, okay? I will say, right? I will say 80% of the weightage is on the direction. If no direction, forget about the rest of it. Clear? Direction is your 80% of the weightage, all right? Or let me give 70% of the weightage is direction. Another 10% is the volume, the market volume. All right, at this moment, you can see the volume is not much. Yes, because the candle just started. But look at the previous candle, okay? It is actually red, the volume red. So we know that the sellers are actually already starting to dominate. All right, that's the reason why you see, right? Did I show you this candle earlier? Let me just bring you back to the chart. All right. Now, remember I show you this candle, right? Can you see? I show you this candle, right? Now, look at this candle. After this candle, okay, after this red candle, it will be red down, right? Red down. Now, let's get back to our 1 hour. Can you see it is red down? All right. Because previously we have an indecisive red candle, and then you see it is red down. Normally, right, if this indecisive is green, then you're going to see green up. Okay, in a normal situation. Okay, I'm just trying to help you explain. But at this moment, why it is down? Because we know that previously the sellers are actually dominating. That's why you see. Okay, so the first thing is the direction. Okay, direction is 70% of the weightage. So it means 70% is very important, is the direction. No direction, forget about it. Go and have a cup of coffee, spend some time with your family, or bring your cats or dogs out, okay? Don't think about trading, guys, all right? Now, once you have the direction clear, look into the volume. Volume is 10% weightage. And then you look into the MFI. Now, the MFI got two things here. Number one, please look whether it is overbought or oversold, all right? Now, anything above 80, all right? You will see a number there, right? Anything above 80 is overbought. Anything below 20 is oversold. All right, so now the best thing, right, is to wait for the price to go down at the oversold area, all right, before you want to buy up. All right, now at this moment the market is going down. Okay, the market is going down, so you can see it is actually going there to the oversold area. Now the fourth thing, okay, the fourth thing we want to look is divergence. Divergence means, okay, opposite. So if the volume is down at this moment, right, can you tell me, is there a divergence or no? Anyone in the chat room? Is there a divergence or no? Anyone? No. Yes, that's right. So there is no divergence because at this moment the market is actually following the formation of the trend. All right. So, but if there is a divergence, you have to be very careful. So let's look at it. Okay, if we can find some divergence here. All right, let's look into it now. Let's look a few things here. Okay, so at this moment this is fine. Now over here, so you can see here, right? This market is indecisive. All right, there is buyer sellers, but you can see there is a slight divergence, but still not clear. All right, not very clear. Now let's move on. Let's move on a few more and look at it. Sorry. Just a moment, let me refresh. Okay. All right, let's go on. Okay, so you can see over here now. If you look here, right, this, can you see this candle is going up? All right, but look into what is happening here. There is a divergence here. All right, there is a divergence here. All right, but so when you see there is a divergence, right, you have to be very, very careful, okay, because you know, okay, that there can be a reversal. So that's why when the divergence happen, although the market go up for a while, you can see it is coming down. All right, it is coming down here. All right, the volume, the money flow is actually coming down. So when I say coming down means people are converting Bitcoin to US dollar. That's the meaning of it. When it is overbought, means people are converting US dollar to Bitcoin. When it is oversold means when it is oversold means people are converting Bitcoin, right? So you need to understand the overbought and the oversold area here. All right, that is just the MFI part of it, and also the divergence, whether it is a bullish divergence or whether it is a bearish divergence. Now, divergence is something not everyone can you check Sarat? Sarat here is in the Telegram. Check and meet him. So divergence is what most people are not able to see. Okay, because very simple. Okay, if the market is down, you see the trend is down. There is no divergence, right? It is actually following the market. But the moment you see there is a divergence, All right, you have to be very cautious. So that's why I say, when you see a divergence, normally it is indecisive. So you don't want to enter the market. All right. So you always wait for the money flow and your direction to actually tally if you want to go in. If you see a divergence, you might want to pull back and you wait for the next candle, okay, or the next MFI to actually confirm the direction of the market. Okay, so I hope that gives you some idea, guys, because these things, right? That's why I told you, if you have the clear direction, you don't need to worry. Okay, most of the time, if there's a clear direction, like in this situation, we are now seeing a direction, but you still cannot trade because we need to probably wait for the next 1 hour candle. But let me ask you, is there a tail? No tail. So this is already starting quite a strong candle downtrend. All right, so there is no tail. So you might want to wait for the next candle to actually confirm that. So if the next candle has no tail and it is a strong downward, then we're going to see, okay, we're going to see the price can actually go down and you can take advantage, okay, quickly on your 1 minute. You can go on your 1 minute and quickly take advantage to trade down and take the profit and walk out. All right. So you can see, okay, because 1 hour, right? 1 hour already going down, okay, already going down, definitely 3 minutes will follow. All right, 3 minutes will also follow, right? So I hope you can see the correlation here. All right, great. Yes, Dr. Chi, is this clear? Sorry. Yeah, are you there? Yeah, please unmute yourself.
Yes, it's clear, JD. It's clear. But there's one question I want to ask. You said, like, okay, so if the market, if we have the 2 candles confirming that the market is going down, then we'll have to wait on the 1 minute chart that there is a buy up in order to buy down. Right?
Yeah, that's right. Okay, good question. All right, now, when you see, okay, when you see example, right, 1 hour is down. 1 hour is down. So you know you already got 2 candles that confirm it is down. Now you go to 3 minutes. So when you go to 3 minutes and you see it is actually, if you look into the MFI, right, it is actually at the overbought, at the oversold area. Okay, it is at the oversold area. All right, now that is contradict, right? That is contradict, because if the market is coming down, all right, if the market is coming down, you want to buy down, but you want to buy down when the 1 hour is up at the top. You will never buy down when the 1 hour is at the bottom. Can you understand me? Because you see, okay, when the 1 hour is down, okay, do you buy down or buy up?
No.
I buy up.
No, when the
normally,
1 hour,
normally
when the
1 hour is down, I buy down.
Is confirmed down, do you buy down or buy up?
I normally buy down.
Yes, that's right. So
Then,
you buy down. But the thing is that you have to you need to know the timing to enter, right? Now, to make it easier, right? Let's go to MAGEX. Okay, now you see in MAGEX, right? MAGEX is good. Sometimes I use MAGEX as my MFI because MAGEX have the MFI, but I don't have the MFI in 5B. All right, in MAGEX I have the MFI. Now look at it. Look at it. Okay, let's look into it. Right now, you can correlate. Now, if you look into the 1 hour, now 1 hour is down. Am I right? Now let's look into MAGEX. MAGEX is down or up? This is 1 minute. This is 1 minute. It is up.
MAGEX is up. Yeah.
Up. So now do you wait until it reaches the overbought area, then only you buy down? You don't buy.
Yeah, that's
down.
what I was asking.
You see that? So if you see the 1 minute candle is actually going down, you are not going to buy down, because if you buy down, then it is going to go up. You're going to be in trouble. So then you wait for the 3 minutes. Okay, you wait for the 3 minutes. You wait for the 3 minutes to go up at the overbought area. Then you confirm the 1 hour. If the 1 hour is still down, your 3 minutes is overbought. That is a jackpot. Now your 1 minute is going to go down.
Okay, that's the question I had. That's just the answer I needed.
All right.
Yes.
Okay, so that
Yes.
is it. That's why I think I put the picture there in the Telegram group to help you guys to understand. Now, you see, if the 1 hour is down, look at it. Okay, 1 hour is down. Okay, let's say this is down, and you go to 3 minutes. 3 minutes is already at the bottom. So if it's already here at the oversold area, and you go and buy down, what is going to happen? Well, is this MFI going to down reverse? So
it can reverse.
Can you see it's a green candle now? So now you go and buy at the wrong time. You see that? Because you're supposed to buy down and you go follow 1 hour and buy down, but your timing to buy was wrong because you have to wait until it is overbought before you buy down, because we always buy at the top, not at the bottom if you are buying down. If you are buying up, you buy at the bottom, not at the top. All right? So if you look here, right? If you look at 1 hour here, 1 hour is down. So 1 hour is down, or let's say this is indecisive, but let's say this is down. So if this is down and you see your 3 minute is up, it's contradictory, right? So you shouldn't be buying. You shouldn't be buying down at this moment. So you wait. Wait for what? Wait until this MFI goes all the way up here, and then you confirm the 1 hour, and now it's a jackpot. Now you buy down. Clear? All right, guys, I hope you can understand that. So you can see over here, right? Can you see? Now you see. Okay, let's take an example here, right? This is a green candle going up. So when the green candle going up, you don't want to buy down yet. You wait. So now you see MFI already overbought, right? So MFI already overbought. Now is the time for you to buy down. You see that? So if you start to buy down here, look at it. Wow, this is huge. Look at it. You buy, let's say, right? You buy at the price. Look at the price here. Okay, you can calculate. You buy at a price about 44,200, and the market goes down. Okay, all the way here. Let's say goes down all the way here. That is about 43,900. That is about $400 difference. You see that? So this helps you to understand. Okay, so you can actually remain longer to take more profit if you want to, when you understand the money flow. All right, so that's exactly what is playing out here at this moment. So it is contradictory with my 1 hour. That's why I told you, right? It is actually an indecisive. It's better don't trade at this moment. Okay, I hope that is clear, okay? All right, so I hope that is clear, Dr. Chi.
Yes, JD,
right.
it's clear. Thanks.
What to say?
But JD, I want to ask a question, right? Okay. The 1 hour is oversold, but the 1 minute is overbought. Do we still need to wait for a confirmation, or must we definitely have a confirmation on the 3 minutes? And the next question is, if the MFI, like in this case you showed, in the 3 minutes is overbought, do we need to wait for the candle confirmation? That means the 2 candles in order to buy in, or can we just follow the MFI and decide to buy without having the candles confirming that?
You need to wait for the candle. Example, right? You see now at this moment, right? This candle has no direction yet. So I'm referring to the 1 hour. So 1 hour has no direction yet. But if you look into the MFI is actually moving towards down, right? It's actually moving towards the oversold area. But please understand, we don't have a direction. So that simply means, remember guys, this is a 1 hour. 1 hour is a long period. So this trend here can actually reverse, go up, and then come down again in the next 1 or 2 hours. You see that? So don't underestimate the volume and the direction here just because MFI is showing down. No. So that's the reason why, instead of you going in now, I think you will rather wait for the next candle. Because by the time you have the next candle, probably this MFI is already at the overbought area, no longer at the oversold. So when this MFI is at the overbought area, and look into your 3 minutes, and your 3 minutes also overbought area, you are jackpot. That is the best trade ever that you can live on, man. All right. Okay. So that's the reason why if you can get the match, it's a jackpot. Okay, you get a match of it, it's a jackpot. But sometimes you don't get a match, you might have a little bit of variance. It's okay, no problem. But that's why in waiting we make the money. We wait for what? We wait for all these parameters to match. And if you can make this parameter match, okay, at least the volume and your MFI match, that is it. You are going for a home run. All right. So that is important. So that is the reason why sometimes, right, it's better don't trade, just watch the candle. Don't do anything. Just watch the candle and watch the parameter, what is happening. The more you observe, the more you will start to learn how this whole thing actually works. All right. So I hope that is really helpful then. Okay, great. Yes, Christiana, are you there?
Yes, doctor. So if we have a descending trend and we've confirmed the second downward candle and the MFI is on the lower order on the 1 hour and it's also oversold on the lower order, then if I catch my 1 minute on the lower oversold order and I buy up, then I'm 3 strikes in and I'm total jackpot, correct?
Okay, okay, that is, you are going against the direction. All right, you are going against the direction. So because
yes, correct. So I should have used the down. Yes, correct.
Yeah, when you go against the direction, there is no guarantee that direction will sustain. Can you understand what I'm trying to say? So it's always good for you to follow the direction of the market. Don't go against the direction. So now, right, because the market is against, right, I would rather tell you to wait for the MFI to go up again, and then you confirm and the direction is down, then only you go down. Simple as that.
Correct. So let me start it over. MFI is moving down, and the direction is confirmed as downwards, and my 3 minutes is confirmed as downwards. And if I get in on the downwards on the 1 minute chart, then I'm 3 strikes in, correct?
No, you are right. You are right. But your MFI, is it downward at the overbought or at the oversold?
It would be at the oversold in that example. So I'm buying when the market has stopped out and it's proceeding downwards.
All right. So if you buy down when the MFI is at the oversold, that's where the danger is, because market can reverse.
Correct.
So that's why you need to make sure that your MFI is actually close to the overbought area when you buy down. So you will have
at the top.
So you will have more space for you to make more profit.
Correct. Understood. Thanks.
All right. Okay. That's great. Awesome. So that's the reason why, guys, I'm telling you, right? If you just go and watch, all right. Okay. Do for me a favor. Okay. Do for me a favor, guys. Do for me a favor, right? Now, if you can go back to the history, okay, go back to the history. Let's say, right, you look at it. This is overbought, right? So if this is overbought and if the market, okay, if the volume is, if the direction is also down, now can you make a circle? Okay, probably you want to make a circle or you want to print out. Okay, and you can actually look into it and say, in a day, in a 24 hours, if you follow exactly and you buy down and you do 10 trades, how many trades will be an accurate trade? And if it is at the oversold and you buy up when there is a clear direction, okay, what is happening to the market? Okay, all right. So that we are okay. Okay, market is very slow because the stock market not open yet. Okay, stock market opens at about I think shortly, right? Shortly, stock market will be open. Pre-market, I think, will start to open. Then we will wait for the stock market to open. So that's the reason why if you are trading at this time, right? Normally, right? You see the 6-hour candle. All right, you see the 6-hour candle is indecisive. I think probably in the next 1 hour, we will see more momentum because the stock market will start to open up. Okay, so that's what normally happens when the US market actually comes to life. Okay, so please take note of that. So that's why sometimes what I do, I don't trade the first 1 or 2 hours. I wait for the market to open, you know, because when the market open, right, it will be a crazy volatility, right? Crazy volatility, right? So at this time you have to be very careful. Okay, so please take note of that. So as I mentioned, guys, if you just go, right, if you just go and follow the rules and you circle all the overbought, oversold, right? And if you overbought, you buy down, oversold, you buy up, overbought. Okay, if you continue to do that, go and check. If you put 10 trades or you put 20 trades, how many trades will be accurately making money for you? You can actually use the historical data just to go and check it out. All right, probably you should do that. Look at it. See, it is oversold, right? Oversold, market goes up. All right, then you can look. So you can go and just check it out. Everything is just falling in place. All right, there might be some little variance here and there, but you can actually see how this whole thing is actually working out. Okay, so go and do that study. That will be a fantastic experiment. All right. Okay, great. All right, awesome. Okay, how to trade no trade zone. At this moment, I have a trade going on. Okay, just give me a minute, guys. Yeah, I have a trade going on here. Okay, very simple. Let me just explain to you how it works. Okay, let me explain to you how it works. All right, now, when you see a no trade zone, all right, a no trade zone. Okay, in a standard practice, right, we always want the direction, okay? But when you have a no trade zone, there is no direction. So what do you do? When there is no direction, you can buy up and buy down at the same time. Now, this is where you put your leverage, okay? Make sure it is 10x. All right, so you buy up and you buy down. Okay, so let's say, for example, you put 0.0005, you buy up 10x, and immediately you buy down 10x. That is it. So you do that. Now, when you do that, right, market, you will start to see after a few minutes or few hours, market will start to go up either way, right? So if the market goes up either way, let's say one-sided, okay? Let's say the market goes up and you're going to make the profit. So you let the market go up as how high it is, right? Let's say 30%, 40%. Now, when this is going up, one is going to go down, minus 30, minus 40, right? Now, watch what happened. So when the market goes up by, let's say, right, 40%, 50% profit, right? You close that and take the profit and use that profit to ambush your minus 40 or 50%. Clear? Let me repeat that once again. Now, when the market is no trade zone and you still want to trade. Now, remember, okay, if you want to trade the no trade zone, your capital must be greater. Okay, you need to have more capital to do that. So when it is no trade zone, you can actually buy up, buy down at the same time. So now, once you have done that, please make sure you put ACL on both. Okay, so you put 10x, all right? You put 10x, all right? And then you buy up, you buy down. Now, after a few minutes, right, you will see definitely one will be profiting and one will be actually negative, right? One will be positive, one will be negative. So let's say you got a positive of, let's say 40 or 50%. Don't go too high, okay? Because if you go like 60, 70, it is too close, you will start to hit the next one down there. But it's okay if you have the ACL, right? Now, so you close, let's say you close one at 50% profit. Now, see how brilliant is this, right? you already have the money coming in. That is your profit, right? Now use the profit to go and ambush the minus 50% and bring your entry price closer to the current price. And this will then rebound and you're going to make money on both sides. Clear? Is this brilliant? So you can do that for the no trade zone. All right, no trade zone. So that's how we trade on the no trade zone. But you need to really, really watch the trade, okay? Because both up and down, okay, both trades are going to run at the same time. All right, so you got no pressure, okay, no pressure. If you put the ACL, you got no pressure. So you wait either side. All right, you wait either side. So take as much profit as you can. Once you got the profit, use that profit to go and ambush the one that you are actually are currently in negative. Can you see that? So that's a brilliant way you can actually trade the no trade zone. Is that helpful? All right, if it's helpful, probably you can put something there in the chat room. All right, okay. So to do that, okay, please make sure, as I mentioned to you, make sure your capital is very, very important. Okay, so the more capital you have, you're going to just enjoy trading trading both sides. Okay, so that is what normally you can do when the market. So now, when is the best time to do no trade zone? When the market, when the 6 hour just opening. All right, that's the fantastic time. So something like now, right? You see, it's a no trade zone. All right, so while you're waiting for the formation of the market, you can trade on both sides and make money first, and then wait for the formation. Then you follow the direction and take more money. Isn't that brilliant, guys? Okay, so right. So that is another way, and that is normally okay what I do. So I take advantage of the direction. I also take advantage of the no trade zone. All right. Okay. So I hope that is brilliant. So I hope you guys are really, really blessed there. All right. So that is something that you can actually do. You know, so that is a brilliant way to actually trade. Okay. All right. Awesome. Yes, Dr. Chi.
JD, I have no question. Thank you. Sorry. Okay. I have no question.
Oh, sorry, no question. Sorry, I'm looking at your hand. Okay, all right, that's great. Okay, guys, is that okay? I hope you are blessed today. Okay, this revision session are very important, and you know, guys, whatever I'm doing here is actually an extra value. Actually, this is not part of the mentorship, but all these are extra value. The only reason is that I just want you guys to become better and better. And I want you to start to make more money. Okay, I will be so happy if all the money in the market comes to our team. Can you understand what I'm trying to say? So if more of us can actually generate profit, right? So you transfer the wealth from the marketplace into your pocket, and basically this coming into JD100X team. So that is what we want to do here together, right? So we have to actually strategize this together, so that we can transfer more wealth, okay, into our team, so that our team can become better and better, right? So these are brilliant strategy that you can actually start to already implement, and this revision is so critical. So that's the reason why you will be starting to see me telling you, you know, there's another Zoom meeting. If you guys are ready, please come on board. That is it, okay? So anyone who is free, they can come on board and come and learn, because this kind of revision really will help you and make you better and better in your trading, all right? Yes, Ola Tunji, are you there? Yes, Ola. All right, also, right, please understand, okay? Trading both up and down only for no trade zone. Don't ever do that when the direction is clear. All right, you're going to you will be in trouble. Okay, when the direction is clear, follow the direction. When the no trade zone, then you can trade both sides. Okay, please take note. Yes, Ola. Ola Tunji, are you there? Yeah.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Yes. If we are using market, how can we ambush?
On markets, you can ambush.
Okay.
No ambush in MAGEX. Okay. Now, let me tell you guys, if you ask me, 5-bit will be the best for most of you to trade. Okay, but I understand 5-bit required a little bit more capital. All right. So, as I mentioned to you, I don't trade 5-bit. Okay. I trade 5-bit. MAGEX is my backup. So when I put a trade on 5-bit and I see the direction is going clear and it goes to the top or at the bottom, then only I put my trade in MAGEX. Can you understand me? So I use MAGEX as my punching bag. All right. So when the market rebound, I will take advantage of MAGEX, and I put 1 or 2 trades in MAGEX to take advantage of the rebound when the market is at the top or when the market is at the bottom. All right. So you can do that. Okay. But if you're only trading MAGEX and you are not trading the 5-bit, I think you are losing big time. All right. So 5-bit is where you can manipulate. In MAGEX, you can't really manipulate. Please take note of that. So in MAGEX, okay, let me go to MAGEX. All right, in MAGEX, right, you can only adjust the margin. You cannot actually manipulate with the ambush strategy. And also there is no anti-cut loss. Please take note. There is no anti-cut loss actually in MAGEX. All right. So in MAGEX, right, you need a clear direction. If you have a clear direction, then you can actually trade in MAGEX. All right. So please understand. I hope I answered that question, Olatunji.
Yes, thank you for the question. Yes, if you in MAGEX, is it possible to buy down in MAGEX?
Sorry?
Can one buy down?
Yeah, in MAGEX, you can buy down and buy up at the same time. You can even put multiple trades, no problem.
Well, I only know how to buy up in MAGEX. I'm not. Are we to use the sell market for that buying up or what? I don't know how to buy down. Sorry.
Same one. There is a button there. You see, buy up and buy down. There is a button there. Buy up is a green button. Buy down is a red button. So if you have a direction, down, then you can buy down, which is a sell. If you have a direction up, then you can use a buy, which is a green button.
Okay, sorry. I'm confused because I'm seeing sell, sell market.
Yeah, because that's why I told you guys, please, okay, put aside your investors' mindset if you are trading, because investors only want to buy up. They don't want to buy down. All right. So please be very careful. Over here, you can trade both sides. Okay. So please take note of that. Okay, Simon, are you done? Sorry, Simon, you can unmute yourself.
Yes. Yeah. Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes.
Yes, please. What about, you have told us extensively about entry by following the direction. What about exit strategy?
Okay, exit strategy is actually the same thing. It's just that if you ask me, right, when you do an exit strategy, you just have to watch the candle here. Okay, that is the most important. So let me just reset this candle. Okay, so now if you look over here, right, that's why we always ask you to put the candle bigger size. So when you see a candle, you see I have a trade there. Let me just refresh this. Sorry. Okay, great. Let me go back here. Okay, so I have a trade here, right? You can see at this moment. So if you see, okay, if you see you are going to take a profit, always watch the candle. Okay, watch the candle body and also watch the tail. So if you see, all right, you are already making the profit, and look into the candle. Once the candle starts to weaken, all right. Once the candle starts to weaken, or you start to see, example, you see the tail here, right? You know, when you see the tail, remember 3 to 6 candle, it will reverse. Am I right? Now look at this. 1, 2, 3. 3 candles. So that simply means if you are making profit at the 3rd candle here, you should already get ready to exit the trade and take the money. You see that? All right. Or you wait for the 4th candle, immediately you take the money and exit. You see that? So that's the reason why I taught you earlier, right? How to read the candles. See that? I taught you earlier how to read the candles. So this is important. So if you can actually understand the Heikin-Ashi candle and you're able to read, okay, let's just go back to the candle that I show you guys. Remember, okay, I show you those candles, right? All right, you see that? I show you those candles. Yeah. Upper shadow, right? So you see that? So you go in, you buy here, you buy all the way. Now you see, okay, you see this candle and then you see indecisive. So you should already exit. You see that? It's a reversal trend. So you should already exit by now. So that's the reason why I gave you, I actually share with you the video, right? So you have to go and check those videos. You see that? All the samples are there actually, exactly as it is. So this helps you to enter the trade and this helps you to exit the trade. All right, so you need to understand the Heikin-Ashi candle. So that's why you have to get back and learn a little bit more about the candle so that you can get a clear picture on the entry and exit. Okay, I hope that is clear.
Yeah, it's okay.
All right.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, and always keep your candle big, okay, because we want to see. Can you see that? Because of the tail here, and also look into this body, right? Now, if you look into this body, you can see the pressure, right? It's actually a buyer pressuring. That's why this body is getting smaller and there's a tail. Now, whenever a buyer pressure, right, you will always see a tail at the back there. And remember, guys, the smaller the tail, the more tiny the tail, the more powerful the reversal will be. All right, this is important, okay? So that's why we put it big, because we want to see the tail. Because if you put it small, you can miss the tail. All right, so put it big so that you can actually look at what is happening to the candle, all right? So that you can see, right, we now have the reversal. All right, we now have the reversal. But will this reversal last? I don't think so, okay? Because you can see this green is now getting weaker. All right, it's getting weaker. Now, so you can go back to this, you can actually see over here, we already have the liquidation. All right, now make sure you enable. Now, if you click, you make sure you enable liquidation display. If you don't enable, you won't be able to see this. All right, now when you see a liquidation, this is a good news. This is a good news, right? Because if you see red means what will happen to your 1 minute candle? Your 1 minute candle will be red. You see that? Your 1 minute candle will be red. If you see the liquidation is green, then your 1 minute will be showing green. So what does red means? Red means the buyer is getting liquidated. Long is getting liquidated. If you see green means the short is getting liquidated. All right, so that's why if you go to 1 hour, now you see your 1 hour is getting stronger, but look at the tail here. Okay, Dr. Chi, okay, remember just now you were asking the question, if you would have now buy down, look at this 1 hour, is the tail there. So that simply means, right, the next 3 to 6 candle, you might be able to see a reversal on this 1 hour. You see that? That's why I told you, right? Don't enter in just based on one candle. You wait for the next candle to confirm the direction. So if you would have entered in just now, yes, you might actually quickly go in and make the profit and come out. But if your leverage is low, you need to stay a little bit longer to make a substantial profit. But by the time you stay, the market will reverse very quickly. All right? So, and this is the reason why we told you wait for the 1 hour, right? About how many minutes? 30 minutes to 60 minutes. This is only about 40 minutes. Can you see the volatility of it? So that's why we wait for 1 hour, okay? At least 30 minutes to 1 hour to confirm the direction of it, right? So I hope you are catching, all right? So this is the reason why we have those rules in place. So you can see, right? It's very, very indecisive and very, very volatile on the 3 minutes itself. So the 3 minutes now, instead of going down on your MFI, it is now, can you see that? It is now turning up, and probably it will go to the overbought area. If it goes to the overbought, I think this is the nice time for you to buy down. All right, so we wait. All right, we wait until it go to the overbought, and then we're going to buy down. I hope this is clear. All right, this is the most clearest example I can actually give you here. All right, awesome. All right, guys, I hope this is clear. Okay, do interact and put something in the chat if this is getting more and more clearer. All right, because the more we stay, the more you stay with me and talk to me while we're doing the trading together, you understand things much better. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay, great. Is it possible that you request the 5-bit to add? I don't want to request. Sorry, guys. I don't want USD to be there. Okay, I don't want the USDT to be there. When the USDT is there, you understand what is the amount in USDT. Then you will start to put lower amount, and that will affect your trade. Okay, sorry. I love Bitcoin because I am trading on unit 0.01 or 0.1 Bitcoin. I don't want to trade on US dollar. All right. So if I know that my 0.01 is actually $400, I will feel like, wow, I am trading so much, right? I think I better don't have that. Okay. But anyhow, guys, if you want to request, please go ahead and request. All right. All right. Okay. Awesome. Okay, you wait until it is pointing down. Okay, so you see, okay, okay, this is another technique. Okay, now you see that when it goes to the overbought, right? Don't immediately go and buy down. Wait for confirmation. All right, can you see? So once it is confirmed, okay, it is actually making a band. It is making a band. So normally, right, in trading, right, you never place a trade at the end of the candle. You wait for the next candle, and then only you will place the trade. All right, so you wait for the curve to take place. Once the curve going into the MFI area, then only you place the trade buy down. Okay, please understand, because sometimes, right, it can stay in the overbought area for quite some time. All right, it can stay there. So that's where sometimes people have a problem. Look at this. Okay, can you see that? So it stays in the overbought area, right? Can you see? So you wait until it turns into the MFI area. All right. Once it turns into the 80, into the value 80, once it turns in, that is a nice time for you to buy down. Can you see? See that all these are patient, all these are waiting. So if you would have actually go and buy down there, you're going to have trouble here, because you see market is still going up. You see that? Because it can remain in the overbought area for quite some time. Please take note of that. All right. So you wait until there's a curve inside, then only you buy down. Okay. I hope this is helpful. Okay. All right. Every time you are learning something new. Okay. All right. Great. If you don't ask me question, I can't explain to you. Okay. You have to ask me, right? There's a lot of things going on here. There's so many rules, so many strategies, right? But definitely these are easier rules and strategy to follow. Okay, it's just that you need to get used to it. Once you're acquainted with it, all right, you will be able to understand how this whole thing works. Okay, and you know, I'm actually creating strategies and rules, you know, more and more every single day, because I'm continuously improvising on the strategies, you know. So that's the reason why every time you talk to me, sometimes there's some new things and so on. Just to help you all out, okay, so that you can become more and more effective. That's why you see I added the MFI. Why? Because the MFI now is going to make your decision making more solid. So it gives you a little bit more stronger decision making in terms of the direction, and also in order for you to enter the market, okay, how to enter and exit. So this gives you some idea. Okay, that is actually, I think, is brilliant. All right. So I hope this is really helpful. All right, can you see that? I told you, right, that the green color was not strong enough. So you can see, right, it is still coming down. Okay, so that's what we are looking at this moment. I'm not so sure. Okay, I hope eBay have actually closed the trade, because I know it's already hit about 43,700 something, right? It's good if you have closed the trade so that you can reposition your trade. All right, so now you can see, right? You can see my trade, right? 10x, right? Doesn't move much. But did you saw just now my 50x was moving like crazy? That's why I told you guys, don't use a big leverage, okay? If you use a big leverage, your direction is clear, fantastic. But if you use a big leverage, the market go against you, you will never have time to put that next ACL. All right, so please be very careful on that. Okay, all right, awesome. Okay, do we have any other queries? I hope things are getting clearer. I hope you guys are learning well there. Okay, these are what we call equipping and empowering. So I love to empower you guys and equip you with all this knowledge. And you know, right? Come on, you will never be able to get this kind of value, okay, for what you have paid. But it's not about what you paid. Okay, I just want to see every one of you doing well. All right, and also please take advantage of the. Let me put you back into the slide. Okay. Sorry. Okay, those of you who are already in batch 1 and batch 2, okay, so please take note. I think I've already advised this in the group yesterday. So we are starting the March intake. All right, the March intake is actually already open. The closing date will be on the 16th of March. Our mentorship for the March will be on the 18th. So there is at least about a month time. Now, every one of you are part of our exclusive partners program. So any single person that you introduce, okay, please take note that you will enjoy 15%. Whatever amount they pay, you will enjoy 15%. I think this is great because you can use this amount to trade. Okay, this will be a fantastic amount for you to trade. So please understand this is only open for paid members. Okay, already in the mentorship. Okay, those who are not in mentorship, they are not qualified. Okay, so make sure that the person that you actually introduce, once they have done the payment, send us the full name and email, okay, to JD100X as soon as, okay, once they have actually made the payment. And then our admin will communicate with you, and then we will ask you about either your USD wallet or BTC wallet. Okay, I think we will send you in USDT, okay, TRC, so you can use for trading. All right, and please understand you can actually introduce unlimited numbers of referrals. All right, so whoever that you refer, okay, and also please take note, whoever that you refer, you may sign them up under your referral link for 5bit and MAGEX, so you can enjoy the commission that is coming from their trading. All right, so this is a brilliant exclusive partners program, so do take advantage of this. And this is one way you can appreciate me for what I'm doing. All right, okay, you know, I'm not asking anything, but just maintain this honorable partnership. And this is one way you can appreciate what we are doing, because we are giving more than, more than what is paid for. This is actually the value. All right, so this is one way. Okay, so take advantage of this. Let's continue to uphold being honorable and continue this partnership. All right, now the other thing is that if I know that some people, right, although they have attended the mentorship program, all right, they attended the mentorship program, they still feeling a little bit they might still feel a little bit awkward, okay, or they might not be able to grab hold of a lot of things. Okay, so don't worry if you really need a one-on-one. Okay, please understand, if you already understand how to trade, please don't apply for this. All right, because my time is limited. I only want to spend time people that really need it. Okay, that really need it. And I also don't want you to waste your money. All right, so if you really need a one-on-one with me, all right, I have the price there. All right, so it will normally be about 1 to 2 hours or sometimes more, depend on your ability to actually follow me through. It will be a fully guided. Okay, please understand, once I've done that, there will be a follow-up session. The follow-up session depends on you. So if you say in 1 week time you are ready for follow-up, or 2 weeks time you are ready for follow-up, okay, not more than 2 weeks. Okay, 1 or 2 weeks you're ready for follow-up, you have already tried out, and now you want to have a follow-up that is 45 minutes. So in that follow-up, you can then ask me any question and go through whatever it is. Okay, so you will have 2 sessions with me. I think this is the most valuable session anyone can ever have. Okay, and that is one-to-one. Okay, I'm not going to have you with anybody. It's a one-to-one, because some of you may feel shy or you don't want to ask in front of everybody and so on. So this is your one-on-one session. Okay, I will try to slot in only 3 people a week because of my schedule. All right. And if you really are feeling serious about this one-on-one, you need that, just send me an email. Okay. Email at wealthmakersalliance@gmail.com. I think I already have about 5 people. Okay. Already send me an email. I've not replied them. I'll be replying them very soon. And also please understand this one-on-one private coaching is only for JD100X partners who have already attended the mentorship program. Okay, so we are not giving it to new members. If they already attend the program and they still need an extra, okay, an extra coaching, that's all. Okay, so we will make that available for you guys. Okay, so I hope all this value, okay, that I'm providing is really helpful to each and every one of you. Okay, so I really hope that, you know, you find this to be really beneficial and really blessing. Okay. To each and every one of you. Oh, that's good. Finally, you made a profit there. Okay, 0.0196. Okay, all right. I think that's great. Congratulations, eBay, on listening to me to stay on the trade. That's the most important. Winners never quit. If your strategy is correct, if you follow the rules, winners never quit. All right. Make sure wallet management is in place. You have your ACL. You know what you are doing. You can stay. It doesn't matter how long you stay. It doesn't matter. All right. Make sure you walk out victoriously. Okay. That's what it matters. Okay. You know, guys, at the end of it, when you are in war, nobody will ask you, right? Did you do ambush? Did you do this? Nobody asks you. When you walk out victoriously, everybody will rejoice, right? They don't care how much bullet you use. That is immaterial. As long as you walk out of that battlefield victoriously. Okay. So, fantastic. All right. So, I hope each and every one of you are blessed. Thank you so much for coming on board today for this revision class. You know, although we have over 100 over people, okay, I think some of them couldn't really make it. No problem. We will make this video available. In the group, you can listen back to this video and try to digest a lot of different things. And the other thing, guys, please, okay, don't ever rush. Okay. If you don't understand, take your time. If you need another 1 day, you need another 1 week, take your time, go through the video again and again. And while you're going through the video, use a dust money. Use a dust money and try to trade. All right, dust money. Okay, don't use your saving there and think that you're going to walk out there victoriously. Okay, because use your dust money. Okay, and slowly build up your confidence. The more you build up your confidence, the more you understand, the better it is, the better you become. Remember, the more you learn, the more you earn. All right, the more you learn, the more you earn. That's why every time you learn new things, every time you gather new knowledge, you start to earn a little bit more better than previous. All right, so that's how it works. Okay, so please understand that. Okay. Ambush. Okay, I think ambush I've already touched, right? Let me just, sorry. Let's get back. Okay. I got nothing to ambush here. Okay, great. All right, let me show you an ambush here. Okay, let me show you an ambush here. Do I have an ambush here? It's a little bit funny, right? What is happening here? Let me just see. Okay, all right. Let me do an ambush here, guys. Sorry, actually, that's why I didn't. Actually, I did not refresh my page here. Okay. So I'm actually doing a trade, right? So I'm actually at profit here. I told you guys, remember I told you just now that the green is not strong enough, right? So you see now the market is going down. And I have a trade here, okay, and my trade here is already profiting. All right, it's already profiting. So now, let me just close this trade. Okay, let me just close this trade very quickly. Take the profit here. All right, sorry. Let me just show you how I close that trade. Now, look at this, right? Look at this. Okay, so I have a candle here. All right. So if you look this candle, right? This candle is already slowing down the momentum, right? So you can wait, okay, you can wait, but always I watch the previous. Can you see the previous tail? If the body is going above the previous tail, that this candle is going to be strong momentum. But now you see this body is actually below the previous tail. All right. Let me just make this a little bit more bigger, right? So you can see here. So you can see, right? So what I would like to do, right? I can wait for the next candle, all right, to confirm that. Okay, now we have the next candle. Let's see if the next candle push down. Can you see that? It's pushing down. So if the candle body is actually beyond the previous tail, the momentum is still strong. Can you see that? So we wait. All right, so we wait. All right, because the momentum is still strong. But now, if the momentum starts to slow down, can you see? It's starting to push. The body is becoming smaller, right? So we wait and see. Because this is where the buyer and the sellers are actually pushing each other. Okay, so we wait. So this is where you make the decision, okay? Whether you want to perfect exit. All right, so this is where I actually wait. So now the next candle is very important because if the next candles, okay, can you see start to weaken, right? So I better just close this and take the money, all right? So when I do that, I'm going to also close my down here. And now let me do an ambush, okay? Please watch, okay? I have a trade here, all right, at 10x, and I have about -8, all right, -8. Now, let me just quickly do the ambush here to show you exactly. So when you do the ambush, right, make sure it is marked. And you can use the same amount. So the same amount here will be 0.015. All right, 0.15. Now, and the leverage will be 50x. Okay, 50x. Please, okay, I will answer your question later. Please watch on the ambush here. Okay, on 50x. Now this is very important. Very important when you want to ambush. Now, when you want to ambush, okay, as I mentioned to you, do not add to the losing trade. When you want to ambush, you wait for the winning trade. What do I mean? Wait for the green candle to appear. All right? Wait for the green candle to appear. Or you can actually go back to your 3 minutes, all right? And look for the reversal. Can you see that? This is oversold, right? Fantastic. Now, this is where you wait to do the ambush. Can you see, guys? All right, this is another exciting secret here I'm revealing to you. So when I ambush, if I am actually buying down, I bought at the overbought area down. But when I ambush, I wait for the oversold area to ambush. So now you see it's moving into the oversold, right? Let's go back. Can you see? So since the 3 minutes is already oversold, my 1 minute green candles are starting to appear. All right, but I wait for the green candle upward. I need the green candle to move up, then I'm going to do an ambush. So I'm going to go on a head collision. Can you see that? Head-to-head collision with the green candle. All right, so I get ready with my 50x, my amount. So I'm buying up, right? So I need to buy up. Can you see that? Boom. Let's go. All right, can you see that? Now you see my entry price. I brought the entry price closer to my current price. Now, so can you see now? My green candle is weakening. Can you see? That's the reason why I told you, right? We wait for the strong momentum. But on the 3 minutes, it's already oversold. So I am still, okay, I'm still safe over here. Can you see that? I'm still safe over here because this is going to go up. This is going to go into the overbought area. Can you see my 3 minutes already weakened? Can you see that? So when my 3 minutes is weakened, now this is going to rebound, right? This is going to rebound to a green candle. Now let's look into my 1 minute. So I expect my 1 minute to actually rebound. Now before that, okay, make sure you cancel the ACL and make sure quickly put a new ACL. So how do you place the new ACL? Go to limit and go to 1x. Now my ACL will be 0.03. 0.03. And my ACL will be -20, 42506. Right? 42506. And I actually bought up, so I need to go buy up, confirm, buy up 1x, all right, confirm. That is it. So now, right, I don't have to really worry if the market go against me, but high likely, based on the 3 minutes, it is already oversold. We might have the market actually rebound, and I might be able to come out of this trade or take a much greater profit when the market rebound in my favor. Is this brilliant? Is this brilliant, right? Are you learning something here? All right. So that's how I confirm on my ambush strategy, because I go back and look at my oversold or overbought before I actually ambush. So that put me in the safer ground. Now, the mistake that most of you are doing is what? You keep ambushing without a formula. You keep ambushing. And that's why your fund is depleted. All right, don't do that. Always go and check your 3 minutes. All right, if your 3 minutes is this is fantastic. Can you see? It's oversold. Now, can you see it's turning inside? So when it turns inside, look at the candle. This candle is weakening, right? Can you see that? Long head. That is a tail. So this candle will be weakening. Let me see if I can refresh this page. Okay, I think we are good. Okay, now you see, right? This candle is already weakening and we might have a reversal. Okay, so this is just awesome. All right, so let's wait for the reversal. And while I wait, let me take a question here. Okay, who is asking me question here? Anyone here? Okay, yes. Yes, Ilamaran. Wow, look at that. Yeah. Look at that. Wow, this is awesome. Yes, Ilamaran.
Yeah, good evening, doctors. Yeah. Actually, you're not supposed to add 20 to the loss cut, because you have taken a position in the upward direction. Okay, you're supposed to add 20. Oh, but you
okay. Sorry. I minus, right? Did I minus? Oh, I did a mistake. Yes. So you can see even I do a mistake, right? So no worries. Let's cancel that. Okay, no worries, because market is in my favor. So that should be 52546. Okay, thank you so much for correcting me. 546. Okay, all right.
And I have one more question, doctor.
The amount will be 0.03, and I need to buy up 546. Okay, that's great. Yes, please proceed.
Yeah, doctors. How do we actually do the reverse calculation? Okay, suppose the market is up or down, to close in particular position at a profit of 2 or 3%. How do you reverse calculate and find out how much the price should go up or price should go down? And that is little really tricky.
Sorry, I don't really do that, okay, because I am trading live. So all that I need, I watch my fees. So if my fees, example, right, you see my fees is 4.5%. I will always take either double of this or 3 times of this as my profit. Okay, I think the minimum is double of this. So at least you cover the cost and you have your profit. But if the market is in your favor, take more. It doesn't matter. All right, that's the easiest. Why you want to confuse yourself by calculating reverse calculation? Okay, just watch here. Can you see that? Because once it is green, you still cannot close because you have to cover your 4.5% fees here. So as long you cover the fees, you are fine. Simple as that.
Okay.
All right. Okay, great. Awesome. Okay, so I hope now you get everything in this video, right? How I do an ambush and how I actually verify whether should I ambush or not. I think this is important, guys. You have to watch this video, all right? Because remember, I went back to my 3 minutes, right? My 3 minutes. Can you see that? My 3 minutes, boom, accurate, right? Because the market already oversold, it comes up. So I waited for the oversold before I actually went and do my ambush. So that puts me in the much better position. So I don't waste my bullet, all right? I don't waste my bullet. So I hope this will, so when you ambush, right? Remember, ambush, your whole idea of ambush is to actually walk out of the trade as soon as possible, right? So when you ambush, if you can cover the fees, just get out of the trade. Because ambush means you are against the direction. Am I right? So walk out of the trade and later on you reposition your trade once again. Now, that is the idea of ambush. Okay, so please understand that, okay? Because remember, I already made the profit because I had the direction, right? I made about 16% profit. But when I ambush, that simply means I want to quickly get out of this trade because now I have a direction. Right? So that's the whole idea of it. So when you want to ambush, always watch your fees. If you can cover the fees, you have a little bit of profit. take the profit and just walk away. Can you understand me? Okay, so that's what I'm trying to say. Okay, some people, they get tempted. Okay, they want to stay longer. It's up to you. But for me, ambush means I want to go in, kill the enemy. That is it. All right, kill the enemy and walk out. I don't want to stay there, because the longer I stay, more enemies will become to look for me. All right, and I don't want to be in that position. That's why the market can go against you very, very quickly if you keep staying there for too long. All right, so now you see I have about, now this is a big advantage, right? Because I have increased my leverage from 10 to 30x. Now you see what happened. My profit will be very, very quick. All right, very, very quick. Okay, so this is a huge advantage there. Awesome. Okay, yeah, thank you so much for correcting my ACL. Okay, all right. All right, all right. So let's I think that definitely wrap up this whole revision session. I hope every one of you actually learned some of this exceptional way of how the strategies and also the rule works, and also some other new things, okay, that actually been shown here hands-on. Now this is the reason why, okay, all of you can do the same thing. Is the concept. You cannot do exactly what I do. Example, if I use 50x, you may not really want to do that. But the concept, once you get the concept, you get the idea correct, and you keep practicing that, and you perfect it. Okay, the more you perfect it, okay, use dust money and keep perfecting it. All right. See that the market can go against me. Okay, don't worry. Okay, go back and look at your 3 minutes. Your 3 minutes. All right. You're still already moving from the oversold to the top, but this is normal. Remember, market is at this moment, so there is a tug of war, right, between the buyer and the seller. Okay, so we just wait. So we just wait. No problem about it. Why? Because I have my ACL in place. That's why no emotions. All right, no fear. All right, because you have everything has been put in place. Everything is guarded properly. Okay. All right. So yes. Any more questions then? Yes, Ilamaran. Any questions, or you forgot to lower your hand? Okay, great. So now you say, okay, now this is I think might be the last one. Okay, now if the market further go against you, right, just leave it, let it go against you. How many percent? 40%, 50%, let it go against you. It doesn't matter. See, trading is like catching the fish. When you are in the ocean, you catch the fish. All right, you let go the fish, let the fish, let go the fish, so you need to have your reel must be long enough. Okay, you must have sufficient reel. You let the fish go, and then you pull the fish back. You let the fish go and you pull the fish back. Don't kill the fish. What you are doing, you are actually making the fish tired. Can you understand me? Once the fish do that a few times, the fish is tired. That is the time you actually pull the fish into your net or into your boat. Can you understand me? So this is how it works, okay? So just let it go. Doesn't matter, 40%, 50%. Wait, why? You are waiting for what? You are waiting for the oversold area again. So you wait for the oversold area again, and then you go and do the second ambush. That's why if you really want to play ambush, you need to have enough capital. If you don't have enough capital, don't do ambush. Just do a standard operation as I taught you. Put the trade and wait for the ACL. Put the trade, wait for the ACL. Okay, please understand me. Okay, so I hope you understand the analogy of actually fishing. All right, so that's how we play with the enemy. All right, so the enemy thought they have already won, right? No, we have not ambushed yet. All right, so that is how we work. So the ambush can be done multiple times. The ACL can be done multiple times. It all goes back to your capital. So capital is king. That's why JD100X is actually a gamified tactical strategy. It's all here is tactical. All right, there is no technical at all. All is tactical. All right, and you have some insight, okay, about the market and so on. It can really help you very, very well. Okay. All right, guys. I think we have taken about probably 3 hours. Thank you so much for your time. All right, thank you so much for your time. Truly appreciate each and every one of you for coming on board. All right, so we will catch up again in the next revision. Do take note, okay, our March intake is on. All right, so if you would like to introduce anyone, please communicate with us. Make sure those people you are introducing, you give us their name and also their email. all right, please communicate with the address, email address that we have given to you. All right, so let's continue to build. Okay, I think we need to really impact more life, you know, by teaching them this strategy so that more people can start to actually create wealth from the comfort of their home, right? So with that, I would like to say thank you so much. Those of you who have sent your private coaching email, I think by this week, I will reply to each and every one of you, all right? And then we will adjust the schedule when you're going to have the private coaching with me. All right, with that, I would like to say thank you so much. Let me unmute you all so that you can say goodbye. All right, you're muted. I've unmute you. All right, goodbye. Thank you, everyone. God bless you all.
Thank you, Dr.
Bye, JD.
Bye, JD. Thanks a lot, JD.
Bye-bye.
Thank you
Most
so much.
welcome.
God
Most
bless.
welcome. Hope to see you all do
God
well. Okay,
bless.
please. We need more profit. And don't forget to send me your testimony, guys. When you make a profit, send a testimony so that I can put into the testimony Telegram group. Okay, let more people see how every one of you are actually generating profit. All right. So please help me on that. Okay, God bless you all. Take care.
Thank you. Thank you. God bless. Goodbye.
All right. Bye-bye.
Doctor, hope you have received my testimony.
Yes. I need the results. Okay, so do make sure you send me some results.
I'm a beginner. Give me some time for the
No
results.
problem. All right, don't take too long. You will never learn until you start. All right, God bless you all, guys. Take care.